everybody. Tiny kitten, Snitch, 2 of you need to be good. Yes, it's treat time. Hold on, Ava. Hold on, Ava. My goodness, you guys. I changed out their water dish, so I have to put that over there. But I wanted to make sure that I hit the live button. You know, can't be late. All right. Fresh water. Billy's already up there. Come on, Snitch. Come on, Tiny. Yeah, Ava, I know. You too. You'll scrounge. You'll scrounge. Gotta get the child-proof plastic off of it. All right. Oh, Tiny, that face. That face, Tiny. Tiny, you want some? Tiny, you want some? Come here, Tiny girl. Come here, Tiny girl. Tiny. Hey, don't you smack him. Earl and Billy are first ones in. Snitch has got the floor. Tiny's just over here waiting. Tiny. Tiny, you want some? Tiny girl. Mama's tiny girl. Oh, baby. There. Yes, Ava, you're next. Yes, Ava. Could never forget you. Could never forget my Ava. Hi, pretty girl. Everybody's so happy to see you tonight. Because you were hiding last night. Hi, pretty girl. You want some peanut butter homemade biscuit? Yes. Oh, Baz more. Baz. I can just hear it now. As he's knocking stuff down. Causing a ruckus at 2 a.m. They're all mad at me. Every one of them. It was flea and tick treatment day. Ava doesn't like the new edible quad thingies. The new brand. She was all right with Cynthia Caro. But this new brand, hey, Snitch. Snitch, you go to the cat tower. You go to the cat inferno. You leave Tiny Kitten alone. Here, you can have this tower all to yourself. Ava, may I please? Thank you. So, now that they're all happy for the moment, it doesn't last long. Now I can focus on you guys. Come on, button clicky thing. Work. There. Hello, Jerry Matthew boy. Hello, Wire Mother. Hello, Buzzy Pug. Hello, Nana Laura. Oh, I remember having fish. Now the only fish that I would willingly have is a beta. And even then, no. What is that? Hello, Joey Bag of Donuts. Hello, Jenny Green. Happy birthday! I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you for sharing it with us. Hello, Eileen and Carlin. Oh, you weren't talking about a fish tank. You were talking about cleaning them to eat them. Oh. I haven't done that for a lot of years. I was the designated bullhead cleaner of my childhood, and sunfish and bluegills. Yeah, I had to clean all of those. I have a friend. He can fillet the cheeks of a bluegill. He's quite proud of that. Yes. Hello, Mortimer Duke. Hello, Jim Callum. Hello, Charlie. How are you doing, sweetie? I was not. I punched in right on time. Right on time. Now y'all are just trolling me. Hello, Penny. Hi, Snitch. Did you come to see what little treats Tiny left behind so you can make sure that they're the same thing as you got? They are, I promise. Hello, Speedromans. No, I wasn't. I swear. My clock said that I wasn't. Y'all are just going to have to get used to my clock. Hello, Spider-Man. Hello, Otto. Yes, this is Animal Planet. Yep. Yes. They own me. What can I say? Hello, Dark Zoomy! You hear they found ancient DNA in fossilized mosquitoes. They're using it to make clones for a theme park. Welcome to Jurapril Park. Nice. Oh, whole theme park. Like, themed after me. Not thinking it would go over well. Roar! Oh, Charlie, honey. I'm sorry. I figured that's why you didn't reply to me. But just because you don't reply doesn't mean I'm going to stop sending them. You know, I send him little I love you reminders. And he's not feeling well. And I know he's not feeling well. So I'm not going to be offended and sad if I don't get a reply. I just figure he's taking care of himself like he should be. Yeah. I didn't do a whole lot. That's the best kind of day. I was going to cook up my shrimp and scallops today, and I didn't. I ate fruit and crackers today. That's what I ate. I should cook my shrimp and scallops tomorrow. I pulled them yesterday from the freezer. Yesterday I had my, I don't know, Asian type homemade teriyaki sauce veggie thing. I'll cook tomorrow. If it's still good. If it smells fishy, then I won't. I hate wasting them, but I can only stand for so long. You good, Earl? You got this? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm reading the sporadic comments and oh, after the stream, so I had a tab open with the channel, but it was paused. I can't remember why I needed it. I needed the studio for something. Anyways, when I got done and I jumped back to that tab, I saw the flying eagle and I saw the watermelon holding a drink and waving. So I really appreciate those, you guys. I can't see them, but I still absolutely appreciate them. And I did send a, I don't know, complaint to, it was a feedback to StreamYard, letting them know that we can't see those super stickers when they're purchased with the jewels. Thank you. Even though I'm late every night, you stick with me. I think so. That's got to be it. I'm in my own little world, and I've invited you all here to spread the joy. It was a husky. I love huskies. They're very talkative. I love them if they're not inbred. Had to deal with a inbred husky before. Yeah. I have the scar to prove it. I call it my Sasha tattoo. My Sasha scar. That dog was nuts. And it went to attack Kendra, and I stepped in. And, yeah, a pretty little scar on my leg. Couldn't go to the hospital because the owner was my boyfriend's mom, and she was afraid that she'd lose her dog that she should have lost. But yeah, it healed up nice. I could not work for Jerry. No, because I'd have to be on time. That's, when I worked in the real world, it was show up 15 minutes early or you're late. But doing this, if I'm sitting here 15 minutes doing nothing, that's a terrible thing. I honestly thought I was going to be I thought I was going to be right on time. If I had not noticed that cat dish was dirty and had floaties in it, then I would have been right on time. But when I saw that the cat water had floaties in it, I was like, oh, I got to take care of that. I'm not going to let my kitties have floaty water. Just not. And that's kind of the thing that happens every night. My ADHD kicks in. I'm all ready to go. Oh. I'll be all ready to go, and I'll be all excited, and then I'll find one more thing that I have to do. Just one more. Oh, I gotta brush my teeth. Real quick. Oh, I've got to pee really quickly. I'll get back there. I'll get back. I have the best chat. I really do. I stand by it. I don't care who says otherwise. I have the best community on YouTube. I have the absolute best friends from all over the world, and I couldn't do it without you guys. Yeah, that's why I have the link tree where it's got all of the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all of that stuff. I gotta update it because I don't think Zelle exists anymore. If it does, I don't have access to it. But they provide the platform. I wouldn't be able to be here without them, so I can't complain too much. But I offer alternative methods as well. So they can't snipe all of it. Swiper, no swiping. That was very kind of them. You don't see that in airlines often. If you did, we'd see a whole lot less Karen videos. I've never flown. I have never flown. Oh, here's the Linktree link, guys. That has everything. That's got the PAWFURM mailing address. It's got all of the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, It's got the Amazon list that I never update. I really should get on that. I should update that. But, it's one of those things. It's really hard for me to think of stuff that I need if it's not for the animals. Because the only thing that I want in life is my animals to be happy. So, I mean, I don't need anything. No, Venmo doesn't. PayPal will take a small snippet, but it's really small. Like, there is someone who periodically will send me $5. I love you, Patrice. And I get $4.63. So it's a really small percentage, much smaller than YouTube's. See, I don't even get to do that because I'm in Wisconsin and it's illegal, so I can't even say that. My daughter's gotten to fly. She's gotten to fly on a helicopter, or a ride, I should say. She's gotten to ride on a helicopter. She's gotten to ride on a couple of prop planes, crop duster kind of things. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, I mean, they want to make sure it's you. Everything's frustrating, Joey. Everything is frustrating. For a reason, though. Because, sucky people exist. Speaking of which, so tonight's cases are essentially 3 days culminated into one hopscotch docket. The majority of it is hopscotched. The hearings from today, there were a couple of hearings that were left over where they did like the swear to yesterday or made comment of it yesterday, and they didn't get to do the hearings. So I tacked those on to today. And then I thought, well, I'll just leave the rest of the hearings on, but they're not in order. But the first set that we have is a group of 4 dinguses that decided it was a great idea to hack someone's account, order gold in their name. Now, it has to be signed for when it's delivered. So the person it was mailed to signed for the package, realizing that neither she nor her husband had ordered anything. All of a sudden, there was a knock at the door. And it was the thief, one of the 4 thieves, saying, "You had a package delivered here, and it was supposed to be for me." She says, "Well, it had my name on it," and shuts the door. Smart lady. Unfortunately, there were other victims that weren't as smart. But 3 of them were in custody. I have the officer swear to. I have the officer showing up to their arraignments. And I have all 3 of their arraignments. And I don't know, maybe the 4th fella was on today, but I didn't watch all of today. So it's on there, tacked on to the end. Maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't. But that 4th person, I guess, made bond. Is it now? I didn't know. This is the first I've heard of it. Thank God I don't have a Costco account. But I did see you can buy gold on Walmart. Like $4,300 and some dollars. If anybody wants to send me a gold bar. I wouldn't complain. It's kind of a life goal to someday own a gold bar. Billy, please stop knocking my elbow rest off. There's plenty of room for you. Maybe not, but... All right. Yes, I will adjust myself so that you are comfortable, Billy. Hello, Lucy. Closest I get to that is kitty litter. Oh no. My mom had to have she had to have silver everything. She even, when she wanted me to make her earrings, she bought silver hooks and silver jump rings for me to be able to make them so that she wouldn't break out. She loved my earring designs. Hello, Larry! They were stealing gold bars and still whined about posting bail. You would think they would have put bail money aside. They never thought they'd get caught. They never think that they're going to get caught. All right, let's break into these cases. You good, Billy? Are you good? You happy? Here, you want to say hi before we do? Hi, baby. I love you. All right. Now remember, it's 3 days, so you might see, the same person wearing different outfits or, hopping around. That's why. Oh, it doesn't want to play. Let's try this again.
You have square twos on Dickerson and Swales, is that correct?
Yeah, I have square two for 4 subjects: Deandra Squells, Kevin Dorr, Dale Warren, and Layla Dickerson.
Oh, let's start with the 2 that are in front of me. Well, I think I have them all. Give me 1 second. Let's start with Dickerson, calling case prosecutor order number 26-22856-04 in the matter of Layla Marie Dickerson. Detective, would you raise your right hand and state your name, please?
Yes, Detective Scott Smith.
Okay, you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony provided to the court is true and accurate?
Yes.
Okay, please state the facts as you know them in the Dickerson matter.
Okay. I apologize in advance because I wrote it for all 4, but it will all be linked.
Okay, so are they co-defendants?
Yes.
And are the facts going to be the same?
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking at that now. Yes. Okay. So we're going over the facts as it relates to prosecutor number 26-22856-03. That's in Dale Warren. Other co-defendants include Layla Dickerson, which we just discussed. Also 26-22856-02 in the matter of Kevin Frazier Dorr. The other co-defendant is prosecutor order number 26-22856 in the matter of Deandra Monique Squells. These are all co-defendants, and the facts in this matter are going to be the same. Detective, you may proceed in all 4 matters.
Thank you, Your Honor. Between the dates of June 27, 2026 and June 30th, 2026, Deandra Squalls, Kevin Dorr, Layla Dickerson, and Dale Warren committed conspiracy to commit identity theft and identity theft. Deandra, Kevin, and Layla committed using a computer to commit a crime. Deandra and Kevin committed 2 counts of obtaining personal identifying information to commit identity theft, and Deandra committed possession of a firearm during a felony. On June 27, 2026, the victims, Alexis and Eric Hicks, received a package from FedEx that had to be signed for at their residence at Oakmont Street in Auburn Hills. Alexis signed for it, but then realized that she nor Eric ordered anything through FedEx. Shortly after, Deandra and Dale knocked on their door and were claiming that the package was supposed to be delivered for them. Alexis said the package had her name on it, so Alexis said no, and then she called the police. Deandra and Dale then got into a U-Haul van that was being driven by Layla, and they drove off. Alexis discovered her Costco account had been hacked, and someone utilized their account with different credit cards and changed her email address to purchase gold and have it shipped to the Oakmont address. They also discovered numerous orders doing the same thing. Alexis called police and filed the report. On June 30th, Alexis reported that she was being notified that another gold shipment was set to be delivered by FedEx from Costco to their Oakmont address between the hours of 9:40 and 1:40. Alexis was not home, so she told her neighbors to let her know if a U-Haul van comes again. Around 10:10 hours, a neighbor named Bradley Blair observed a U-Haul van drive down Oakmont and park on the street, not far from Alexis's house. Oakmont is a dead-end street and not a thoroughfare to anywhere. Officers began to monitor the area. At about an hour later, at 11:08, Bradley told police that a maroon Charger pulled up next to the U-Haul van for several minutes, then left. Officers were able to stop the Charger, and the driver was Kevin, the passenger Deandra. Kevin was arrested for driving while suspended, and during a vehicle inventory, a firearm was located in the glove box in front of Deandra, who also owned the vehicle. Located on Kevin's person was a fake Michigan license with the name Xavier Ciardo on it and a picture of Dale. A search of that name later revealed that Xavier was a victim as well, and his Costco account was compromised, and people were ordering gold bars on it. Deandra and Kevin's phones were seized. Deandra was ultimately arrested, and the victim, Alexis, happened to be driving in that area going to a dentist appointment. Alexis saw Deandra and was 100% confident that was the same female who approached her on the 27th asking for the package. Officers conducted a traffic stop on the U-Haul van and identified the driver as Layla and the passenger as Dale. Dale and Layla both denied doing anything wrong and said they were just hanging out in the area. Deandra was later interviewed at the station under Miranda and admitted that she, Layla, and Dale all went to Alexis's house on the 27th and that Dale was asking for a package, but she didn't know what was going on. Alexis was given a photo lineup and correctly picked Dale out as the suspect who approached her on the 27th. A search warrant was obtained for the 3 phones, and I went through Deandra's phone. She has numerous conversations with Kevin, Dale, and others about addresses they need to go to and how to get fake IDs. Deandra specifically states multiple addresses, including Oakmont with Eric's name on it, and even says, use Lay's face. Deandra sends numerous screenshots of FedEx tracking information and Costco account orders for gold bar shipments that match up with the 27th and 30th attempts, as well as other attempts in Troy, where Xavier Ciardo lives, Detroit, and other areas. There was also another incident in Auburn Hills where victim Nicholas Mikulski at Hempstead reported the same thing, that his Costco account was compromised and gold bars were ordered and had been picked up. In the text conversations that Deandra has with Kevin, they talk about that address, times, and Costco, and there's screenshots of Costco orders and FedEx tracking information. As of this time, Dale is in custody at the Wayne County Detention Center, but Kevin, Layla, and Deandra are not in custody.
Which 2 are not in custody?
There's end up being 3 now. One of them bonded out last night. Kevin, Layla, and Deandra are not in custody. Dale is at the Wayne County Detention Center.
Okay, so the court finds that the alleged crimes were committed and probable cause to believe the defendants, Deandra Monique Squales, Kevin Frazier Dorr, Dale Warren, as well as Layla Dickerson committed those probable cause to believe they committed said offenses. Court will sign and issue the complaint and warn in those matters. Okay, now give me the ones that are not in custody and have not bonded out. Who were those again?
So unfortunately, at this time, they ended up bonding out. So the only one who's actually in custody is just Dale, but he's at the Wayne County Detention Center. So if you want, I can just enter all the warrants myself, since I don't think you guys do video arraignments for Wayne County, do you?
No, we don't.
Okay, so yeah, I can just enter the warrants myself then, if that works.
Okay, All right, check with the clerks too, if you get a chance here at the court and see how they want to handle that as well, and maybe able to give you a little bit more advice. But the other Squales and Dorr and Dickerson, their position is what now? They bonded out?
Yeah, so Layla was let go at the time since we didn't have enough. Deandra and Kevin were booked on other charges, but then they also bonded out last night.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Detective.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good holiday weekend.
All right.
Good morning, Detective. What case you're calling in on?
I just wanted to, if it's okay, to put some input on 3 people that are being arraigned this morning on their bond
Okay.
conditions.
All right, who specifically?
I guess they bonded out and got picked back up.
One is Layla Dickerson, one is Kevin Dorr, and the last one is Deandra Squalls.
Squalls? Okay, how about if I bring you in on the first arraignment? I haven't arraigned anybody yet. They're speaking to the court-appointed attorney, but when their arraignment comes, I'll pull you in so you can have a chance to address bond.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thanks. All right, hello, please state your name.
Dickerson.
Okay, Ms. Dickerson, I've got an officer who wants to be in on this arraignment. Ready. All right, calling case number 26-22856-04, People State of Michigan versus Layla Marie Dickerson. Ms. Dickerson, you've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smithson, P71404, appearing on behalf and with Ms. Dickerson for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with their advisor of the charge, her rights, the max penalty. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. She is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward, and I do believe that she qualifies. In fact, that was the delay. I was kind of helping her complete the form. In regard to bond, she's 20 years old. She has no children. She does live, well, I'm going to come back to that. She is not on probation or parole. She has no juvenile record. This is really her first real contact. We're asking for a personal bond. In regard to what I expect to be a no contact order, she resides with Mr. Warren's sister because Mr. Warren is her boyfriend. Mr. Warren is Mr. Dorr's brother. Mr. Dorr and Mr. Warren, as siblings, are the cousins to Miss Squall. If you could map that all out.
Oh my goodness. Somebody get the spreadsheet. We need a dry erase board, some red tape. We need some red string, a marker. What the heck? Yeah, it's a freaking wreath. No, she's dating the cousin of one of the co-defendants, but all of them live together and they... What?
I'm really just most concerned, though, about her being allowed to maintain contact with Mr. Warren as she resides with his sister. I don't want her to have to move or have any issues there. So that the only exception I'm asking for is Mr. Warren.
All right, I appreciate that. My inclination is to have the standard provision where she would not have any contact with other co-defendants, and if the relationship is meant to be, it's meant to be, I guess. So I will advise Ms. Dickerson that I'll enter plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. She's got the right to a preliminary examination within 21 days where the prosecutor must establish that these crimes were committed and there's probable cause to believe she committed them. She's got the right to try these matters by a judge or jury. She's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against her. She's got the right to be represented by an attorney. She cannot afford counsel. Court appoint an attorney for her, and the court is likely to do so in this matter based on the allocution of counsel. Detective Smith, you've logged in. Did you want to make some comment prior to myself setting bond in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. So
What's that?
in
Would you
this
like me to know?
case, there are multiple. Oh, go. Oops, sorry. Are we good? Sorry, I was breaking up for a minute there.
All right.
Okay. Yes, in this case, there's multiple co-defendants: Layla Dickerson, Kevin Dorr, Deandra Squalls, and Dale Warren. They all are related, either brothers or cousins. In this case, victims, the suspects were stealing the identities of Costco account owners, ordering gold bars through their accounts using stolen credit cards from other victims, and then creating fake Michigan driver's licenses to pose as homeowners and intercept the packages from FedEx when they were delivered to the house. In this case, the four were charged and arrested. I obtained a search warrant for their phones, and on their phones, there are clear collaboration, organization for this criminal enterprise between these family members and cousins. Sending each other pictures of track information, sending each other pictures of stolen credit cards, telling each other what name to use, what address to go. So far, I've discovered victims in Auburn Hills, Troy, Rochester Hills, Van Buren Township, Ann Arbor, and Detroit. This is an ongoing investigation. There's more than just these four people in part. I don't have any direct phone conversations with Layla because she was using her boyfriend's Dale's phone, but her name does appear several times in the text messages as having her use a face to go pick up a package. For the safety of the community, and we still even just had a package delivered yesterday for these fraudulent gold bar shipments that a victim called us on yesterday. Their packages are still being delivered. For the safety of the community and prevent the ongoing victimization of our citizens, I do request a $5,000 no 10% bond and no contact with the other co-defendants.
Okay. Very well. Ms. Smithson, having heard that, do you have any additional elocution with respect to bond?
Yeah, I would just be requesting a personal bond. Miss Dickerson is charged with only 2 of the counts. Her sentencing guidelines would be presumptive probation. She's also HIDA eligible, and these are also financial crimes for her. I realize the other 3 defendants are differently situated, but as a 20-year-old, I think she's sitting in a different space than the other 3.
She's sitting in a space that encompasses multiple counties and potentially dozens of victims, if not more. That's a pretty big space. A PR bond? You gotta be kidding me.
And that a personal bond would be appropriate.
Okay. All right. I do appreciate the argument. I'm going to set bond to protect the community and ensure defendant's appearance in the amount of $50,000 cash surety or 10%, with the condition of Ms. Dickerson not having any contact with Deandra Squalls, Kevin Dorr, or Dale Warren. She must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court. Notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons. Refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, illegal drugs, or non-prescribed medication. She'll be supervised by pretrial services, who she must contact within 24 hours of her release. No new criminal offenses. Her probable cause conference is set for July 13th at 9 a.m. with her exam set for July 20th at 9 a.m., both of those at the Rochester Hills District Court. All right, you're all set, Ms. Dickerson. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
I think this is Squalls right here, Your Honor.
Okay.
How you doing, sir?
All right. Good afternoon. Are you Ms. Squalls?
How you doing?
All right. This is case number 26-22856-01. State of Michigan versus Squalls. Ms. Squalls, you've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smith, P71404. On behalf and with Mrs. Squall for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with their advisor of the charges, her rights, the max penalty. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter not guilty. She is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward. Regard to bond, she's 33 years old. She has no children. She works full-time as a lead or a team lead at Magna. She reports just having traffic on her record. We would ask for a reasonable or low 10% bond.
All right, based on your discussions with your client, does she qualify for court-appointed attorney? I'm looking at the form. It says she makes $1,200 a week.
I would, I'm thinking that might not be after taxes, but I didn't ask her my experience, people at Magna do qualify.
Okay. All right, you know what? I'll refer this for assignment of counsel, and if the district court judge feels differently, they can always not assign counsel. So, all right, Ms. Qualls, I'll enter plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. You are presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a preliminary examination within 21 days, where the prosecutor must establish this crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe that you committed it. You've got the right to try the matter by judge or jury. You've got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against you. You've got the right to be represented by an attorney if you cannot afford one. The court will appoint one for you. Detective Smith, do you have anything else to indicate that you haven't already indicated with respect to Ms. Squalls?
Yes, as I've indicated before, with Layla, if that can just be used as well, it's the same scheme. She's part of the same group. However, and she was arrested in the area of one of the attempted gold bar deliveries in Auburn Hills back on Tuesday. She was also found with a vehicle possession that was filed stolen after the fact, but still nevertheless stolen. In regards to Deandra, a search warrant was obtained for her phone, and after going through it, it's clear Deandra is the ringleader of this crime group. Deandra is texting numerous people, talking about getting IDs made, sending screenshots of Costco account owner information to everyone, texting screenshots of FedEx tracking updates to track the gold bar shipments, texting screenshots of unknown victims' credit card information that she obtained on the dark web. Deandra is texting people what address to go to, what face to use, and whose name to use when they go. Victims have been, like I said, victims have been identified in Auburn Hills, Troy, Rochester Hills, Van Buren Township, Detroit, and Arbor. Like I said before, we got another delivery happen. Deandra is the ring stolen gun in possession. For the safety of the community and to prevent more victims and to break up this ring, request Deandra be held on the highest bond of the group.
Okay.
Video close, that's not even my question.
So you were recommending 5,000 for Dickerson. What are you recommending for Ms. Squalls?
I would recommend 50,000, no 10%.
Okay. All right. Very well. All right.
I would ask that.
All right. Ms. Smithson, having heard that, what do you have to indicate? Do you have what additional information do you have to indicate with respect to bond?
I have no further information than my prior allocution.
All right, we'll set bond in this matter 50,000 cash surety, no 10% with the following conditions. That Ms. Squalls not have any contact with Kevin Dorr, Leila Dickerson, or Dale Warren. That she appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state with permission of the court, notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, no criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision. The court does note that the cash bond is due to protect the public and ensure defendant's appearance, as Ms. Squalls has somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 active bench warrants at this time. Next court date is a probable cause conference set for July 13th at 9 a.m. for exam set for July 20th at 9 a.m. Both of those at the Rochester Hills District Court. All right, you're all set, Ms. Squalls. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help. Good luck.
What was the issue that I had to pay? I couldn't hear, it sounded kind of muffled.
I'm sorry, Ms. Squalls, what was it?
50,000 cash surety, no 10%.
And how am I supposed to, how am I supposed to pay that? Like, is that to be able to get out?
Yes, ma'am.
I have to work to at least obtain the money. I don't have no way to be able to pay nothing like that.
All right, you're all set, Ms. Squalls. I've notified you of your next court date. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help.
Oh, that was the best. The judge is just like, don't care. Bye. I do like this judge. He's got a witty sense of humor. Yeah, Yeah, right? You know what that says? That says that you really suck at what you've chosen to do for your job. You're not good at it. If you don't have the money to pay your bond, you're clearly not good at being a scammer. So stop. You suck at it and at life in general. You're just scum.
Before we go, is there any other option that we can have? Because I literally can
No.
only work like $1,200 a week at my job.
Not at this time.
Head back down there. We're gonna grab door now so that the detective doesn't have to wait all day.
All right.
Thank you.
Where else would you rather be?
And detective, you were cutting out on that last one though, just so you know.
Right down here.
Hello, sir. Are you Mr. Kevin Dorr?
Yes.
All right, calling case number 26-22856-02, State of Michigan versus Dorr. You've identified yourself, counsel. Please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smith, MP 71404, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Dorr for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with them, advise them of the charges, his rights, the max penalty. We waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter not guilty plea. He is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward. In regard to bond, he is 28 years old. He works for a moving company. He has children. He reports not being on probation or parole and just having traffic matters. He lives with his sister. One of the co-defendants, as I mentioned, in a separate arraignment, Mr. Warren, is his brother. I would ask for an exception to the no contact order for the sibling. Ms. Squall is a cousin, but I mean, I think you can go a few months without seeing a cousin. So I would just ask for the sibling exception for the no contact order. And we would ask for a reasonable cash surety 10% bond.
Great. I'll enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise Mr. Dorr he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He does have the right to have a preliminary examination with 21 days, where the prosecutor must establish those crimes were committed and there's probable cause to believe he committed them. He's got the right to try his matters by judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent. That sounds cannot be used against him. He's got the right to be represented by an attorney if he cannot afford one. Court appoint one on his behalf based on the allocution of counsel and the form that was filled out by Mr. Dorr. The court will refer this for assignment of counsel. Detective Smith, you may address bond. If there's anything additional you'd like to say.
Yeah, just like we talked about before, Kevin group or using fake ID to snipe the gold bar deliveries, tracking FedEx orders. They're all part of a group chats together. They're texting each other. This is more just than siblings and family. It's a bigger group than just these four as well. As I continue to investigate it, obviously there is some safety issues and concerns with the city. Kevin was in the car with the stolen gun, driving Deandra around, and they clearly have text messages together. He also, from my understanding at the district court hearing that he had Tuesday, she said he had over 30 outstanding warrants. So between this incident ongoing and the amount of outstanding warrants that Kevin has, I would request that Kevin be held on a $20,000 bond, no 10%, and a GPS tether upon release.
Right. Yeah, it's actually 31 warrants. I counted it. All right, we're going to set bond the amount of $30,000, cash surety, no 10%, to ensure defendant's appearance, who currently has 31 active warrants, and to protect the public. Defendant's not to have any direct or indirect contact with Deandra Squalls, Dickerson, or Dale Warren. Defendant must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing.
Oh, those were all three names of the other defendants. So there is a no contact order between them. Aww. The sister cousin loving thing is gonna be pretty disappointing.
Many change of address or phone number, not possess firearms, other dangerous weapons, no criminal offenses or activity. He'll be supervised by pretrial services. he must contact within 24 hours of his release. GPS tether prior to release. He may go to court, medical appointments, and work.
Excuse me.
And the next court date is a probable cause conference, which is set for July 13th at 9 a.m. with an exam set for July 20th at 9 a.m. Both those at the Rochester Hills District Court. All right, Mr. Dorr, you are all set. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help.
Can I ask you guys a question or no?
It's between you and your lawyer. Everything that you're saying right now is being recorded online and it's being broadcast live. So you may want to decide if you want to ask your question now or wait and talk to your court-appointed attorney and ask them.
Okay.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Dorr. Good luck. All right, have a nice weekend, Detective Smith. Good morning, officer. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. This is case 26-22868. People of the State of Michigan versus Michael Edward Nelson. Detective, please state your name for the record.
Detective Kelly McGraw.
All right. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony about to give us to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
I do.
Please proceed to establish probable cause.
On July 3rd, 2026, at approximately 12:45, Bloomfield Township Dispatch received a 911 call where Zane Cadro had told dispatch that his stepson had come to his home, which is located at 5119 Iron Gate Drive in the township of Bloomfield. His son, Michael Nelson, had came to the home and stated was inside the home when he pulled out a gun from his waistband and pointed it at him.
We had a POS similar to this yesterday. This is a new POS.
His son was then left the house, but was still in the neighborhood. Bloomfield Township officers arrived on scene. They located Nelson outside the home in his vehicle. Nelson was secured, and they did locate a loaded black Ruger that was in his center console of his vehicle. Officers interviewed Zane Cadro, who is the stepfather, who said he had gotten into an argument with his stepson about where he had parked, and the argument become heated because Cadro and Nelson's mom are in a separation, possibly going through a divorce. At that time, Cadro stated that Nelson took a gun from his waistband, racked a round, and then pointed it directly at his face and asked him if he had a problem. At that time, Cadro went to call 911. Nelson left the home. There were several other residents inside the home, but it was only Nelson's sister, Elena, who witnessed it. She also stated that her stepbrother was inside the home where she saw him have a gun in his hand and point it directly at her father's head. Nelson was arrested and brought back to the station. There he was read Miranda and he waived his rights. He admitted to having the gun out and racking it, but not pointing it directly at his stepfather's face. And I sent the report up to the Oakland County prosecutor for charges. The charges before you, they issued.
All right, the court finds that the crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe that the defendant committed it. I do note there's really not much of a criminal history. I think he had one prior offense. What are your thoughts with respect to bond in this matter?
I do believe he has another place to live. He can reside at home. However, he does have one other, that the gun he had was not registered to him. I do believe he has one more gun at his residence that is registered to him. My concern is that he turns over all weapons to the police department.
Okay, so my inclination then would be a personal bond with the standard conditions, with the additional condition of must turn over all firearms to Bloomfield Township PD. You think that'd be appropriate?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're all set. I'll dial in and get them right in a few minutes. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning.
Sorry about that. We were muted. Good morning.
Yeah, no worries. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Is that Mr. Nelson there in the corner?
Yes, you can see that, Mr.
All right, there you go. All right, I'm gonna put you in a breaker room with your attorney, and then we'll get you right in a few minutes. Ms. Smith, and my inclination is a personal bond with standard conditions, including the condition that he turn over his weapons to the police department. All right?
Okay, are they gonna be able to put me in a room where they're not gonna be present at all?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep, we're gonna step out when you guys are ready.
okay.
All right, thanks. We'll get you guys in a breakout room.
Thank you.
All right, are you Michael Edward Nelson?
Yes.
Okay, very well. Calling case number 26-22868, people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Edward Nelson. Mr. Nelson, you've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Sorry, I was just making sure the officers are back in. I forgot to tell him to tell them to come in. Good morning, Your Honor. Nicole Smith, MP 71404, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Nelson for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with them, advise them of the charge, his rights, the max penalty. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. He is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward. I do believe he qualifies after discussing his employment and wage. In regard to bond, he's 25 years old. He has no children. He lives with his maternal grandmother at the address listed on the complaint in Troy. That is not an address the alleged victim lives at. He works for a debt settlement company on the good side, like he settles things for the citizen, not one of those annoying people that calls and harasses people. Just, I don't know why I felt the need to clarify that, but I do, probably because I just hate people who call and harass people.
Duly noted.
But
It's part of the record now.
He has his CPL. It's my understanding the alleged weapon was also legally licensed to him due to the fact that he has a CPL. He has one suppressed misdemeanor matter that he reports that was suppressed under HIDA. Other than that, there shouldn't be anything on his record. Due to the nature of the alleged offense, I have explained to him that in addition to the no contact order, which he will happily abide by, he's also going to have to at least temporarily surrender both the firearm in question, but any other firearms that are in his possession. And he did report to me that he has 2 other lawfully owned firearms as a CPL owner that he will take to, I guess, the Troy Police Department. Or I'm not sure which.
Bloomfield Township.
Bloomfield, do you want him to bring them to? Okay.
All right. Okay, Mr. Nelson, you are presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. I'll enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise that you do have the right to a preliminary examination within 21 days where the prosecutor must establish this crime was committed and there's probable cause to believe you committed it. You've got the right to try the matter by a judge or jury. You've got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against you. You have the right to be represented by an attorney if you cannot afford one. The court will appoint one for you. Based on the allocution of Ms. Smithson, we will refer this for assignment of counsel. Anything additional, Ms. Smithson, request of bond?
No, Your Honor, after that very long-winded thing, I just recalled you said you were probably doing a personal bond, and that's what I would ask for.
All right, we'll set bond at $10,000 personal with the following conditions: that Mr. Nelson not have any contact with Zane Cadro, not return to Iron Gate Road in Bloomfield, must not harass or intimidate any witness. He must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons. Furthermore, turn over all firearms to the Bloomfield Township Police Department, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, no criminal offenses. He must contact pretrial services within 24 hours of his release. That'll be supervising him. He'll be given their contact information. Next court date is a probable cause conference set for July 13th at 9 a.m. His exam is set for July 20th at 9 a.m. Both of those at the 48th District Court in Bloomfield. You're all set, Mr. Nelson. Good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Smithson.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, calling case number 26-22877, people of the state of Michigan versus Devin Harold Welch. Please identify yourself for the record.
Detective Nelson on behalf of the City of Royal Oak Police Department.
All right, Detective, do you solemnly swear firm testimony you're about to give to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
I do.
Okay, please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
Thank you, Your Honor. On July 3rd of this year, Officer Jones and Officer Carter were dispatched to investigate a suspect who unlawfully entered a vehicle at the Speedway gas station, 1720 Rochester Road in the City of Royal Oak. Upon officers' arrival, they were also in marked police cars and in full uniform, I should mention. The suspect, Devin Welch, fled the scene on foot. Welch disobeyed verbal commands from Officer Jones to stop running. Officer Jones chased him down and caught up to him. When Officer Jones caught up to Devin, Devin turned around and punched Officer Jones on the left side of his head with a closed fist. Officer Jones fought Devin to take him into custody while giving him verbal commands to stop resisting. Devin resisted, but was eventually taken into custody. During that fight, Officer Jones suffered a bloody nose, swelling to his left temple, and scrapes on his elbow, hands, and knees. And with that, Your Honor, you have the warrant before you.
All right, the court finds alleged crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe that the defendant committed it. What do you have to end it? I'll be arraigning defendant here in a little later this morning. What do you have to indicate with respect to the setting of bond?
Only I'll say that I think I do have concerns about his willingness or even ability to appear in court. He's got a lengthy criminal history. He told me he's currently homeless. I believe he's suffering from some mental health issues. There may have been some arrest warrants for him. So I don't have a whole lot of confidence that he'll appear in court. Other than that, Your Honor, I leave bond to your discretion.
All right, so in your view, I mean, my inclination usually is when there's an offense like this to have some sort of cash bond, just because of the nature of the offense. I think it's unlikely the defendant's going to appear voluntarily. What are your thoughts in terms of what you think a reasonable amount of a cash bond would be?
Given his financial status, I think $5,000 bond would be appropriate. I think it's also fairly academic. I don't think he has the ability to pay a large bond.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Detective. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
All right, take care. All right, I've got Ms. Smithson dialing in. I'll put the iPad and Ms. Smithson in a breakout room, and then we'll get Mr. Welsh arraigned in a few minutes.
Perfect.
Hey, before you bring him out, he's not particularly cooperative. He didn't.
Oh, Gavin, this is your arraignment, okay? So just stand there if you don't want to grab it and bring it in, but that way the judge can see you. It's just like a respect thing, okay?
All right, we're gonna just get through this, okay, Ms. Smithson?
Yes.
All right, calling case number 26-22877, people of the state of Michigan versus Devin Harold Welch. Sir, are you Mr. Welch?
I'm giving full authority for my lawyer to the proceedings.
Sir, is your name Mr. Welch?
Yeah.
Okay, very well, thank you. All right, counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good morning, Your Honor. Nicole Smithson, P71404, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Welch, who's now left the, who left the screen. I've had the opportunity to advise him of the charge, his rights, the max penalty. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. I presume he's requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward, although I'm not 100% positive, because after I did confirm his identity and advise him of his rights and inform him of the charge and penalty, he no longer wanted to provide me with any information, although he did give me full authority to speak to him. That is absolutely correct, what he just said. And now he's left the screen and laid down again and covered himself with a blanket. So I have no information to provide about bond.
Devin, stand.
Right.
Come here and don't move. Don't leave.
All right. All right, so I will enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment with respect to assignment of counsel. Mr. Welsh did fill out the request for appointment of attorney in order form. It indicates that he's has food stamps and odd jobs. He's currently unemployed. So for that reason, he appears to be indigent. He appears he would qualify. So we'll refer this for assignment of counsel. Mr. Welsh did not give you any additional information. Well, I guess I'll just go over the rights. Mr. Welsh, you're presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You got the right to a preliminary examination when 21 days, where the prosecutor must establish this crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe you did it, that you did it. You've got the right to try the matter by a judge or jury. You've got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against you. You have the right to be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one for you. And the court is likely going to do so in this matter. So, Ms. Smithson, do you have any other information with which to allocate with respect to bond?
I do not, Your Honor. He wouldn't provide me with any.
Okay, very well. In reviewing the type of offense, it appears the allegations that he has assaulted a law enforcement officer. So that makes me inclined to think that he has a difficult time following orders of the court, and that he's unlikely to appear should he be given a personal bond or low cash bond. So in order to ensure his appearance and protect the public, I'm going to set bond the amount of $50,000 cash surety or 10%, with the condition that Mr. Welsh appear for any court proceeding, not harass, intimidate, or any witness, no contact with Officer Jones, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing of any change of address or telephone number, no use of firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, no new criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision. Next court date is a probable cause conference set for July 13th at 9 a.m., exam set for July 20th at 9 a.m., and I did enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. All right, you're all set. Mr. Welsh, good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you, Earl.
Go lay down now, Devin. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, officer.
All right, we'll put you in the waiting room. I think we're going to go to Troy next as soon as they dial in.
Okay.
Thank you. Well done. Good morning, Detective. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, I can.
You're calling in on Welsh?
Yes, sir. Well,
all right, calling case. Oh, I just have Welsh. You said you got Welsh and there's a Palacios?
Claudio. Oh, I'm
Claudio.
sorry.
All right,
Shannon Daw, sorry.
All right, I'm going to take care of Welsh right now, then I'll put you back in the waiting room while I see if that other paperwork's coming through.
Okay,
so this is case 26-22792, people of the state of Michigan versus Michelle Welsh. Detective, you are Detective Landeros of the Oakland County Sheriff's Department, correct?
This is another Welsh, and to my knowledge, there's no relation.
Yes, sir.
You solemnly swear firm testimony about to give to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
I do, Your Honor.
Please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
On July 2nd, 2026, deputies responded to 228 Warwick Drive in the city of Pontiac for a report of a domestic assault. Upon arrival, deputies made contact and spoke with all parties involved in the incident. Deputies spoke with Michelle Welch, who advised she was the mother of Andre Welch, who was also involved in this incident. Michelle advised that she was in an argument with her son Andre over him playing video games. The argument escalated and they began pushing each other. Michelle advised deputies that this incident happened because her kids knew she was intoxicated and were instigating her. Deputies also spoke with Andre. Andre stated he was playing video games when Michelle came into the house and started yelling at him. Andre stated an argument ensued, and during this argument, Michelle threw something at him. Michelle grabbed him by the arm and took the headphones from him. Michelle then pushed Andre as he was trying to get away from her. Andre stated that Michelle also started swinging at him and pulling his hair. Deputies spoke with Anthony Santiago, who stated that he observed the incident. Anthony said that Michelle was holding Andre on the bed, pulling his hair. Andre stated that he then called the cops. Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, the court finds that the crime was committed, probable cause to believe that defendant committed it. I'll not be setting interim bond. My inclination with respect to bond in this matter is a personal bond with standard conditions. Do you have any thoughts with respect to bond?
I'll leave it up to the courts, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. I'll put you back in the waiting room. Hello, please state your name.
Michelle Welch.
Okay. Calling case number 26-22792, people of the state of Michigan versus Michelle Welsh. Ms. Welsh, if you've identified yourself, counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Yeah, remember, the problem is not that she was drinking. It was that her children realized she was drinking and instigated her.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smith, MP 71404, appearing on behalf and with Ms. Welch for arraignment purposes only. Had the opportunity to speak with their advisor of the charge, her rights, the max penalty. We waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter not guilty plea. She is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward, and I do believe she qualifies. In regard to bond, she's 37 years old. She has 7 children. She's a manager at Advanced Auto Parts. She's not a probation or parole. We're asking for a personal bond. She says 76948 eligible on this. And I'm asking for an exception on the no contact order on this one as well. Your Honor, the alleged victim in this case is her 17-year-old son. And she has 5 children, I believe, that are under the age of 17 that also reside in the house. So it's going to cause all kinds of snafus if she cannot return to the Warwick Drive address. So we would ask for a non-hostile, non-assaultive restriction versus a no contact. I believe that was the recommendation by pretrial services as well. And the juvenile court is involved with a separate child. So there's a lot of oversight in the home. So I think it would be safe.
Not
All
enough.
right, I'll set bond amount of 5,000 personal. The district court judge is gonna have jurisdiction when I'm finished with the arraignment, so if she needs any modifications to the bond, that's where she can seek them. But for now, you know, she can get into the Pontiac District Court as early as Monday. But for now, I'm gonna order no contact with Andre Welsh, no return to 228 Warwick, may return one time with the police escort to retrieve personal items, must not harass or intimidate any witness. Defendant must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing. May change of address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, no criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision. You'll be notified of your next court date. You do have a personal bond. I am entering a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. All right, Ms. Walsh, you're all set. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir. You Mr. Abbott?
Yes.
All right. Is there an officer there?
Yes. Oh, yes.
All right. Hey, officer, this is the magistrate. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can't see you though. It's like something in the screen,
Okay.
but I can hear you though.
All right. Officer, can you hear me?
Yes.
All
All
right.
right. I was waiting for the detective to call in and do the swear to on this. Are you doing the swear to right now, or is the detective going to? Wait, is this Detective W. Smith? No, wait, that's not Troy.
No, it'd be Detective Morin, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you want to do the swear to here? Do you want, or is somebody going to call me in? from their
Detective Morin
office?
just stepped out to try and call in separately.
Okay, great. All right, so I'll put this camera in the waiting room. Then when he calls in, I'll do the swear to. Then I'll bring this camera back with the attorney. We'll put you in a breakout room.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, thanks. Actually, let me do this. Let me put this camera in the breakout room now while I'm waiting for the swear to. All right, Ms. Smithson, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Abbott from Troy. I'm still waiting for the detective to call in to do the swear to.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Detective Smith, can you hear me? Good morning, Detective. What case you're calling in to do swear to on?
This is a matter of Abbott.
Oh, great. All right.
Dylan
This is a, all right. This is prosecutor order number 26-22876. People State of Michigan versus Dylan Abbott. Detective, please state your name for the record.
Detective Justin Morin.
All right. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to give to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
I do.
Please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
Good morning, Your Honor. Detective Morin on the behalf of the City of Troy. On Friday, July 3rd, 2026, at approximately 13:26 hours, Troy Police dispatched a broadcast for a flock camera hit on a stolen U-Haul utility trailer. bearing Washington plate 81431AA. The trailer's last known location was westbound Big Beaver Road at Wilshire Drive, and that's in the city of Troy. While responding to this BOLO, officers located a blue Chevy Silverado, Michigan plate 6 Robert Boy Zebra 16, towing a U-Haul trailer at a gas station located at 2989 Crooks Road in the city of Troy. The trailer plate matched the flock hit, and officers made contact with the driver, identified as Dylan Abbott. Dylan Abbott admitted he was the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. Abbott voluntarily stated the following: the U-Haul trailer was rented in his significant other's name. He personally paid for the rental for the trailer. He intentionally did not pay for any additional rental time beyond the original 1 to 2 week lease period. A records check of the Clinton Township Police Department confirmed that the trailer was entered as stolen, failed to return due to a back date of May 4th, 2026, when the trailer was supposed to be returned. That's approximately 2 months overdue. Clinton Township PD's original report also documented that the trailer was rented on May 3rd by Elijah Taylor, who used the same Chevy Silverado, Michigan plate 6 Robert Boy Zebra 16, to pick up the trailer. U-Haul representatives documented multiple unsuccessful attempts to retrieve the overdue trailer. At the time of the recovery, the U-Haul trailer and truck bed were contained commercial lawn equipment belonging to Abbott and labeled on Abbott's truck, Abbott's Landscaping, with decals. Abbott declined to write a written statement and was arrested on the scene. He was later read his Miranda rights and refused further questioning. Both Abbott's Silverado and U-Haul trailer were impounded at the request of Clinton Township PD. Madison Block from U-Haul, she estimated the value of the trailer at $6,000.
Well, he's just a young entrepreneur. He needs that trailer for his landscaping business. It's not his fault that he's just starting out and can't afford his own and has to, long-term rent one and not pay for it.
Based on Abbott's admissions, the confirmation that the trailer was stolen, his continued possession of the trailer 2 months past the return date, and his statement that initially failed to extend the rental period, we believe probable cause exists to charge Dylan Abbott with receiving and concealing stolen property. This case was presented to Oakland County Prosecutor's Office for review, and a warrant request was authorized for the charges you have before you today.
All right, the court finds alleged crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe that the defendant committed it. I'll not be setting any interim bond. What are your thoughts with respect to any bond that might be set in this matter?
He does have a little bit of a history of controlled substance abuse and fleeing police back in 2024 and 2025, I believe. And nothing really recently. He's got a couple FTA traffic stuff, so
my inclination would be
I'd leave it up to the court's discretion.
Yeah, my inclination would be some sort of low cash bond, like 10,000, 10%, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very well. Thank you very much for calling in. Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. All right, Mr. Abbott, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Calling case number 26-22876, people of the state of Michigan versus Dylan Abbott. Mr. Abbott, you've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good morning, Your Honor. Nicole Smith, MP 71404, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Abbott for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with them, advise them of the charge, his rights, the max penalty. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. I don't believe he qualifies for court-appointed counsel moving forward, and speaking with him in regard to bond, he's 25. He has 3 children. Well, one's on the way, but 3 children. He owns a landscaping company. He's currently on probation in Macomb. This is a financial crime. It's not assaultive. He has no assaultive history that he has reported. We are asking for a personal bond, If the court is not inclined to do a personal bond, then we would ask for a nominal 10%.
Okay, thank you, counsel. Did you indicate that he does not qualify for court-appointed attorney services?
So in speaking with him about his business, it does not appear that he does.
Okay. All right, well, then at that point, we won't refer this to be reviewed for court-appointed attorney services, but if the circumstances change, you can always address that with the district court judge. I'll enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise Mr. Abbott he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He has a right to a preliminary examination within 21 days, where the prosecutor must establish this crime was committed and there's probable cause to believe he committed it. He's got the right to try the matter by a judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against him. He's got the right to be represented by an attorney if he cannot afford one, the court appointment for him. With respect to bond, the court does know that there are several bench warrants out, albeit for civil infractions out of different courts, and there is a prior resisting obstructing. So the court's got some concerns regarding Mr. Abbott's willingness to reappear voluntarily. So in order to ensure his appearance, I'll set bond the amount of $10,000 cash surety or 10% with the following conditions: not to return to any U-Haul location. He must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court. Notify the court in writing of any change of address or telephone number. Not possess firearms, other dangerous weapons. Refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, known to criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision. Next court date is a probable cause conference set for July 14th at 1:30 p.m. His exam is set for July 21st at 9 a.m. Both of those at the Troy District Court. You're all set, Mr. Abbott. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hi there. What case you're calling in to do the swear to on?
Maxine Lockhart. I just
Okay,
sent it over a couple minutes ago.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna have to put you in the waiting room. I don't have that paperwork yet.
For sure. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.
Detective Smith, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Calling case number 26-22878, State of Michigan versus Maxine Lockhart. Detective, please state your name for the record.
Detective Wendell Smith.
Do you solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to give us to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
I do.
Please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
On yesterday's date at approximately 4 p.m., deputies responded to Village Circle Drive apartment in the city of Rochester Hills for a domestic violence call. The caller, Jacqueline Dalton, stated her and her child's father, Stephen Kahn, were assaulted by her mother, Maxine Lockhart. Maxine and Jacqueline currently live together at the same address. Once on scene, deputies spoke with Jacqueline. Jacqueline stated that she had been having ongoing issues with her mother, Maxine. She stated on today's date, her mom had been drinking a large amount of wine. Jacqueline stated that she told her mother it was time to stop drinking and picked up the wine bottle that Maxine had been drinking from that was sitting on the floor. Jacqueline stated that that Maxine became irate and attacked her. She stated that Maxine began swinging at Jacqueline's face and neck, leaving scratches and marks that were documented by deputies. Stephen then had to step in to stop the attack and held Maxine down. While he was doing this, Maxine was able to pick up a wine bottle and attempted to hit Stephen with it, but missed. Jacqueline and Stephen then locked themselves in a room and called 911. Stephen was spoken to separately and confirmed Jacqueline's statements. Maxine denied the incident and stated she was randomly grabbed and pushed by Jacqueline randomly pushed by Jacqueline and then grabbed by Stephen. Maxine was arrested for DV assault and transported to OCJ for booking and processing.
All right, the court finds alleged crime was committed. Probable cause to believe defendant committed those. What are your thoughts with respect to bond in this matter?
Just personal bond. She has no criminal history.
Okay, very well. Thank you very much for calling in. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you, sir. You too.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye.
Hold on to the walker. Hold on to that. Take a second. All right, I got you. Yep, it's right here. And you're gonna have a spot to sit down. Okay? Got it? Nope, right there.
That's her. That's the lady that caused all that chaos. Grandma with the wine bottle. Oh my. Hey, Bettina. Hey, sweetie. The first set of cases, I told you I would hopscotch them together for you, and I did. And then I hopscotched all the other rest of the 3 days.
Just keep going straight and more on there. Very good.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Maxine Longer.
Did she say Maxine Lockhart?
Yes.
All right, calling case number 26-22878, people of the state of Michigan versus Lockhart. You've identified yourself for the record. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smith, MP 71404, appearing on behalf and with Ms. Lockhart for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with their advisor of the charges, her rights, the max penalty. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter not guilty, please. She is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward. In regard to bond, she's 71. She's a Social Security recipient. She reports not having any prior history. She does have some medical issues. We'd ask for a personal bond.
All right, I'll enter not guilty plea for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise Ms. Lockhart she's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. She's got the right to try the matter by judge or jury. She's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against her. And she's got the right to be represented by an attorney based on the facts in this case. Of her financial circumstances, the court will refer this for assignment of counsel. I will set a personal bond, so bond will be $10,000 personal, with the condition that Ms. Lockhart not have any contact with Jacqueline Dalton or Stephen Kahn, not return to 10 Village Circle, may return one time with police escort to retrieve any personal items. She must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing. Any change or address or telephone number, not harass or intimidate any witness, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, not use alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, no criminal offenses, and she'll be supervised by the 52-3rd Court's Bond Compliance Program. So Ms. Lockhart, you're going to get a personal bond. That means if you have nothing else keeping you there, you'll be released today. We are all set. If you want to push on the door, a deputy will be by to help, and they'll start to get you processed. Okay, good luck.
Yes, thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, you're welcome. Good morning, Sergeant. What case you calling in on?
It's going to be for Angeline Parker.
All right, yep, I've got that one ready to go. All right. Calling case number 26-22875, people state of Michigan versus Angeline Parker. Sergeant, please state your name for the record.
Sergeant Elizabeth London.
Okay, and Sergeant, should I amend the complaint to indicate you as the complaining witness rather than Trooper Williams?
Yes, he wasn't working today.
Okay. All right, so I will amend that. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give is to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
Yes.
Please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
On July 1st, at the location of Holly Road in Holly Township, troopers were dispatched to that venue for an assault in progress. Troopers made contact with the victim, who was identified as Tori Vibert. Tori explained that she moved into the listed venue around 2 months ago, and today she was sitting on the back porch smoking. While on the porch, her roommate, Angeline Parker, walked outside and immediately began punching her in the face. Tori sustained visible injuries to her face and was bleeding. It did appear Tori had a broken nose. Tori further stated after the assault, Angeline took her cell phone to prevent Tori from contacting emergency services. Other occupants inside the home stated Tori that had been, quote, talking trash lately, so Angeline, quote, beat her ass. An interview was conducted with Angeline, and she showed inconsistencies with her story, but did confirm she punched Tori. Angeline confessed also to taking Tori's phone, but claimed it was an accident. Angeline did not have any injuries, and that is it, Your Honor.
All right, the court finds the crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe that the defendant committed it. The court will not be setting interim bond. I'll be arraigning Ms. Parker a little later this morning. My inclination on bond is $10,000 cash jury, no 10% to match the $10,000 bond she currently has out of Genesee County. What do you have to indicate, if anything, with respect to any bond that might be set?
No, that is a good bond for us and just up to the court's discretion, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello, please state your name.
Good evening.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Anthony Parker.
Okay, calling case number 26-22875. People of the state of Michigan versus Angeline Parker. You've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smith, MP 71404, appearing on behalf and with Ms. Parker for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with their advisor of the charges, her rights, the max penalty. We waive reading, stand, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. She is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward. She's 39 years old. She has 9 children. She's currently unemployed. She has no convictions, but she does have a matter pending, so the code applies. We're asking for a low 10% bond.
Right, I'll enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I will indicate to the defendant that she is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. She's got the right to a preliminary examination within 21 days where the prosecutor must establish this crime was committed and there's probable cause to believe she committed it. She's got the right to try the matter by a judge or jury. She's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against her. And she's got the right to be represented by an attorney if she cannot afford one court appointment for her based on the financial circumstances the court's likely to do so. With respect to bond, court does know that she currently is out or had a $10,000 cash surety bond out of Genesee County. So the court's going to, to ensure her appearance, the court's going to set bond amount of $10,000 cash surety. Also, with the condition she not have any contact with Tori Vibert. She should not harass or intimidate any witness. She should appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court. Notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number. Not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons. Refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs. No new criminal offenses and pretrial services supervision. I will enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. Her next court date is a probable cause conference set for July 13th at 9 a.m. Her exam set for July 20th at 9 a.m. Both of those at the Clarkson District Court. You're all set, Ms. Parker. If you push on the door, a deputy will be by to help.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Officer, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. Are you ready to do the arraignment on Gray?
The swear to, sir?
Yes, swear to.
Yep.
All right, call case number 26-22882. People state of Michigan versus Kimberly Gray. Detective, please state your name for the record.
It's Detective Devin Bernardo with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, sir.
All right, do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
Yes, sir.
Please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
Sir, on the 2nd of July of this year, deputies with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to a location in Pontiac reporting a fight. They were further notified by dispatch while en route that the responsible party was in possession of a firearm. When they arrived, they observed several subjects standing in the street, 2 of which were identified as Laquita Smith and Zaire Hill. Deputies asked these subjects who had the gun, and they advised that someone was trying to take the gun from the person who had it, and they identified that person as Kimberly Gray. The deputies spoke with Miss Gray, who is known to them from prior contacts, as she was seated in the passenger side of a vehicle that was found to be owned by her. They directed Miss Gray to show her hands, which she complied, and she exited the vehicle. They asked if she had a firearm, and she stated she did not. They conducted a Terry pat of her person with negative results, and they directed Miss Gray to have a seat on the curb while they conducted interviews. They spoke with Laquita Smith, and she stated that Miss Gray had HIV, and she was allegedly attempting to spit on a male who was on scene, and that was identified as Zaire Hill. There was a situation involving Miss Gray that involved an argument, and Mr. Hill was attempting to de-escalate the situation, at which time Miss Gray allegedly attempted to spit on him. She stated that as deputies were arriving, she had a firearm she being Miss Gray had a firearm that was described as being black and gray, and that they believed that she secreted it somewhere in the area as deputies were arriving. They asked Miss Gray if the vehicle was hers, and she stated that it was. They asked for permission to search the vehicle, which she gave them that permission. They conducted a search of the passenger side of the vehicle, where Miss Gray was interviewed originally, where she was sitting, and they observed a purse sitting on the floorboard, which would have been at Miss Gray's feet. They moved the purse and observed it to be concealing a black and silver handgun laying on the floorboard. They secured that handgun and arrested Miss Gray at that time. The recovered firearm was a Taurus G2C 40 caliber, serial number Sam King Robert 78947. It was found to have a loaded magazine with 6 rounds and 1 round in the chamber of the handgun. They spoke with the victim, or a victim, Georgia Jordan, who stated that she was parked on Murphy in the city of Pontiac, and Gray approached her vehicle. Jordan stated that Gray began banging on the passenger side window. Jordan stated that Gray then opened the passenger side door and spit on her. Jordan stated that the spit hit her in the face, and she stated that she was worried about this fact because it was known to her that Gray had HIV. Jordan stated that she got out of the vehicle, and Gray began reaching into her purse and pulling out a handgun. She stated that she pulled the gun out multiple times, with Gray saying that she would shoot Miss Jordan.
Now, I know HIV is a blood-borne disease. It is transferred through sexual conduct. It is transferred through open wounds. It is not transferred from getting spit on the skin. However, that's just nasty. And if you have HIV, you should be concerned with protecting every single person alive outside of yourself and making sure you are doing everything you can not to expose people to it. This is a terrible human.
Gray was during Gray was arrested and transported to the Oakland County Sheriff's Office. Oh, let me add one other thing. I apologize. I've searched her CCH, that being Miss Gray. She has multiple felony convictions in her history, the earliest being in April of 1996 for assault with intent to murder out of Michigan's Sixth Circuit Court.
Okay, so that would make her prohibited from carrying a firearm, correct?
That it would, yes, sir.
All right, the court finds those crimes were committed as probable cause to believe that the defendant committed them, though not be any interim bond. What are your thoughts with respect to any bond that might be set in this matter?
Though I am not privy to Miss Gray's medical situation specifically, there were statements made by multiple people as to her having a communicable disease during the, though not charged during the arrest process. She struggled with officers not giving rise to something that we felt necessary to charge her with assaulting a police officer. But then back in the rear of the cruiser, she repeatedly smashed her face into a metal bar, attempting to cut her face. She stated that she told officers that she was sick and she was going to die anyway. So what happened to her did not matter. Then once taking her into the jail, she continued this behavior. So I think that if we were to take her current medical situation on its face, as it was stated, her actions, both in attempting to the assaultive nature of what we did charge to the civilian complainant, her actions with law enforcement, both outside and inside the jail, and her attempting to injure herself. I would just ask that you take that into consideration if we were to release her and have to take her into custody again. Also, This is not her first arrest. She has previous convictions for CCW, attempted murder, and more than one charge of attempted murder. With one was a juvenile adjudication, and she's been charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm previously. So I think that if she is to be released, there is a potential for a danger to the community based on her assaultive behavior with weapons, and danger to the officers that would then have to take her into custody for a variety of reasons.
That's wild. Not only is she not trying to limit other people's exposure with her disease, she's deliberately trying to split her head open in the back of the cruiser to make other people susceptible to her illness. But what does she care? She's already been convicted of murder or attempted murder or whatever, felon in possession of a firearm. I mean, this person needs to be taken out of society. They need to be removed from society altogether. They clearly cannot handle the social contract that is required to be a part of society, to be a functioning member of the human race. Just put her in a cell, slide some rice under the door every once in a while, a little bit of water. She doesn't deserve to be out in public and deliberately trying to infect people and deliberately trying to unalive other people. She doesn't get that right.
Okay, yeah, my inclination would be a cash bond. I guess I was just wondering what type of range cash bond you think would be appropriate.
I would ask for something significant, something that would be challenging for her to meet.
Okay. All right. Very well. Thank you very much for calling in.
I appreciate it, sir.
All right. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Yes, sir. Bye now.
Hello. Please state your name.
Kimberly Suzanne Ray.
Okay. Thank you. Calling case number 26-22882, People State of Michigan versus Grave. Identify yourself for the record. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. I'd like to proceed.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smith, MP 71404, appearing on behalf and with Ms. Gray for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with her advisor of the charges, her rights, the max penalty. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter not guilty, please. She is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward. In regard to bond, she's 48 years old. She has 14 children. She's applying for disability. She reports not being on probation or parole or having any cases pending. We are asking for a reasonable cash surety 10% bond.
I'll let her not guilty plea for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise Ms. Gray she's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. She has the right to a preliminary examination within 21 days. Where the prosecutor must establish these crimes were committed and there's probable cause to believe she committed them. She's got the right to try these matters by a judge or jury. She's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against her. And she's got the right to be represented by an attorney. She cannot afford when the court appoint one on her behalf based on the allocution of counsel and the questions and answers provided on the request for appointment of attorney in order form. This matter will be referred for court-appointed attorney services. With regards to bond, the court does note defendant's history, seriousness of the offense. Court's going to set bond the amount of $25,000 cash surety, no 10%, to ensure defendant's appearance and protect the public. Defendant's not to have any contact with Gorge of Jordan. She must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, no criminal offenses, and she'll be supervised by pretrial services. Next court date is a probable cause conference set for July 14th at 1:30 p.m. Her exam is set for July 21st at 9 a.m. Both of those at the Pontiac District Court. All right, you're all set, Ms. Gray. If you push on the door, a deputy will be by to help.
Thank you.
Please state your name.
My name is Damani Rush.
All right. I've got 5 cases. We've got case 26-395, which is the City of Troy versus Rush. Case 18-6437, which is the City of Auburn Hills versus Rush. We've got case 26-17154, which is the State of Michigan versus Rush. Case 26-2143 and 26-1434, which are both State of Michigan versus Rush. You've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record for all these matters. How would you like to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smithson, P71404, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Rush on all the matters. I've advised him of all 5 cases, all the charges, all the penalties. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter not guilty, please. He is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward. In regard to bond, he's 27 years old. He has 3 children. The code applies in the majority of these cases. All the 2026 cases. And as the code applies in the 26 cases, we'd ask for reasonable cash surety 10% bonds. I want to protect his credit on the old cases. So if you're going to do the reasonable or the cash surety 10% and the new ones, I would ask just for nominal 10% in the old ones.
All right. In all 5 cases, I'm entering a plea of not guilty for purposes of arraignment. It looks like we've got misdemeanors and felonies. On the matters that are felonies, you're entitled to a preliminary examination within 21 days where the prosecutor must establish that the crimes were committed. There's probable cause to believe that you committed them. With respect to all matters, you're presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You've got the right to try these matters by judge or jury. You've got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against you. You've got the right to be represented by an attorney if you cannot afford an attorney. Court appointment for you based on the allocution of counsel and the written information on your request for an attorney. I'm going to refer this for assignment of counsel. I'll refer all 5 matters for assignment of counsel. With respect to bond, in order to protect the public and ensure your appearance on each of these matters, I'm going to be setting cash bonds. With respect to case number 26-2143 FY, bond will be set in the amount of $20,000, cash surety, no 10%. With respect to case 26-1434 FY, bond will be $20,000, cash surety, no 10%. With respect to case number 26-17154, bond will be $15,000, cash surety, no 10%. With respect to case numbers 18-6437 and 26-395, bonds will be set at $5,000, cash surety, 10%. That is to ensure your appearance on those 2 individual files. On all files, you must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing of any change of address or telephone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, and not commit any more crimes. With respect to the case ending in 17154, you're not to return to any Meyer location. With respect to case ending in 1434, you're not to return to any Meyer location. And in case ending 2143, you're not to return to any Meyer location. With respect to cases 26-2143 and 1434, your probable cause conferences are set for July 13th at 9 a.m. Your preliminary exams are set for July 20th at 9 a.m. Both of those at the Novi District Court. All right, you're all set, Mr. Rush. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help. Good luck.
I got one question. Could you tell me how much is that all together? I heard 20,000.
Yeah, 20,000, 20,000, 15,000. That puts you at 55,000, and then 500 on the other. So for 56,000.
You're
all set. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you, Doug.
All right.
Can I have that over to the room that you're in?
Detective, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, they gave me the Dow paperwork, so ready to swear to on this one.
Yes.
Case 26-22884, People State of Michigan versus Shannon Bradley Dow. Detective, please state your name for the record.
Detective George Landeros.
Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony about to give to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
I do, Your Honor.
Please proceed with the facts to establish probable cause.
On July 2nd, 2026, deputies responded to Pike Street, which is the Pontiac substation, for a report of an assault on a police officer. Deputy Claudio was working the front desk at the substation when a male subject identified as Shannon Daw approached him asking him a question. Deputy Claudio was standing behind his desk with the sliding window open. Deputy Claudio started to lean closer to Daw to hear him, and then Daw punched him one time in the chest. Daw was apprehended and secured in handcuffs without further incident, Your Honor.
All right, the court finds this crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe that the defendant committed it. I'll not be setting any interim bond. What are your thoughts with respect to bond in this matter?
I'll leave it up to the court, Your Honor, but I do want to mention that it seems like this subject has some sort of violence against law enforcement or just aggressive behavior. Back in 2012, he was charged with aggravated domestic violence, and then back in 2014, he was charged with assault on a prison employee.
Okay, my inclination is some sort of cash bond, like maybe somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000, 10%, something like that. Do you have any additional thoughts with respect to bond?
No, sir, I would be good with that.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Have a good weekend, sir.
All right, bye. Good afternoon, sir. Please state your name.
Shannon Bradley Dow.
Shannon Bradley Dow. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Calling case number 26-22884, State of Michigan versus Dow. You've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smith, MP 71404, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Dow for arraignment purposes only. I've advised him of the charge, his rights, the max penalty. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. He is requesting court-appointed counsel moving forward. Regard to bond, he's 36 years old. He has no children. He reports no criminal history. I am requesting a personal bond, if not a low 10%.
You plead for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise defendant he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He's got the right to a preliminary examination within 21 days, where the prosecutor must establish that this crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe he committed it. He's got the right to try the matter by judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against him. He's got the right to be represented by an attorney. If he cannot afford one, the court appoint one for him. The court intends to do so in this matter. With respect to bond, the court does note that the allegation is a assault against law enforcement, which makes the court suspicious that he may not be voluntarily appearing should he be ordered to by the court. So in order to ensure his appearance and protect the public, the court's going to set bond in the amount of 10,000 cash surety or 10%, with the condition that Mr. Dow not have any contact with Deputy Claudio, not harass or intimidate any witness that he appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, no criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision. Next court date's a probable cause conference set for July 14th at 1:30 p.m. Exam set for July 21st at 9 a.m. Both of those at the Pontiac District Court. All right, you're all set, Mr. Dow. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help. Good luck. Then, counsel, after we're done with this one, we've got one more.
Okay, where's
that? Well, it's a Sixth Circuit Court matter where there's a bond violation allegation.
I thought that's what that's what this next one is.
This is a PPO. This is a different. There will be a different. Once we get this case wrapped up, then we'll give you information on the last one.
All right.
I'm walking in.
Are you Mr. Brett Reynolds?
Yes, sir. I don't know who's talking to me, so is that the judge?
Yes, was the judge.
Yeah, but I'm Mr. Brett Reynolds. Thank you for working.
All right, this is case. Okay, this is case number 26-543734. The State of Michigan versus Reynolds. The allegation is that there was a violation of the personal protection order. So we're arraigning you on that. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smithson, P71404, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Reynolds for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with them, advise them of the charge, his rights, the max penalty. We'd waive reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. He has an attorney, so we're not requesting that. In regard to bond, he's 63 years old. He's disabled. He does have somewhere else to go. We would like the court to know there is an APS case pending between the individuals. The petitioner in this case is his mother. The APS case actually lists Mr. Reynolds as the victim. Mr. Reynolds has also been working closely with Deputy Fagan, who, if I'm not mistaken, is like one of the OCHN like liaisons with the sheriff's department, with like their mental health crisis response team. And he's been working closely with her. And we are asking for a personal bond.
All right. The court's got some reservations regarding defendant's appearance due to the nature of the allegation of violating a court order. So in order to assure his appearance, I'm going to set bond amount of $25,000 cash surety and owe 10%. Defendant must not have contact with Carol B. Rogers or return at 59 Mohawk Road. He must follow all the other bond conditions that have been set forth previously, not to possess firearms, other dangerous weapons. He needs to call Judge Sheldon's chambers at 248-858-0335 at 9 a.m. on July 6th to verify the court date with the court in the event he is released. I did enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraigning on the violation of probation. All right, you're all set, Mr. Reynolds. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't hear well enough. I'm going to just leave.
Yeah, 25,000, no 10%.
I have like some cash in the bank that I can use if it'll get me out today. Thank you so much. I'm so sad.
Okay.
And thank you.
All right, good luck to you. Yeah, if you push on the door, a deputy will be by to help.
I get it. I'm gonna go.
All right. All right, and Ms. Smithson, we're gonna get you the information on that last person, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. All right, I'm gonna put you in a record room with your attorney.
I told him it wasn't bondable because that's what it says here.
Oh, what's that?
I told him he can't have bond because that's what it says here.
Okay.
It says, you know, upon violation, not bondable.
Okay.
Do you see that on Lee? It's under the remarks section.
Let's see.
Second sentence, almost the end of the sentence.
Okay. Let's see.
Maybe I shouldn't point that out.
I'm gonna be looking over all this information. Yeah, this is kind of an unusual circumstance.
It is because we don't normally do them.
Yeah.
And so I don't know whether Judge Matthews is going to do you know, a bob, so to speak, on Tuesday, or what she's gonna do. He's pending sentencing. And technically, did they arrest Renee too? Because Renee is the same condition.
And file for Renee.
Because she's pending sentencing on the same date. Because they're co-defendants.
Okay. All right, let me bring him in here. All right, this is case number 25-295778FH, People State of Michigan versus Jason Todd Stouffer. Sir, you are Mr. Stouffer, correct?
Yes.
All right, you are here for an allegation of a violation of a conditional bond. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Smithson, P71404, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Stouffer for arraignment purposes only. I've had the opportunity to speak with him, advise him of the alleged bond condition allegation, explain that it was a condition of his bond to not have contact And that according to lien, it is not a bondable situation. So he'll be unable to bond out until he goes before Judge Matthews. I'm unfortunately not sure whether Judge Matthews is going to see him on Tuesday or whether she will see him the following Tuesday, which is his scheduled sentencing date. So here we are.
All right, I will enter a condition, I will enter a plea not guilty for purposes of being arraigned on the violation of conditional bond. As you'd indicated, lien does indicate this is not a bondable situation, so I'm going to deny bond at this time. I will add the condition that in the event there is some sort of release, a GPS tether prior release be installed that would allow him to go to court medical appointments and work. You'll be notified of your next court date. Again, we don't know whether that's going to be the next business day or Tuesday or when that is, but you will be in front of Judge Matthews in relatively short order. All right, you're all set. Oh, and I will also acknowledge receipt of your request for assignment of counsel.
Mr. Fillmore represents him.
Okay, well, we got a form here, so I'll also refer it for assignment of counsel. All right, you're all set, Mr. Stover. Good luck to you. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you.
Thank you. iPhone, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
What case you calling in on?
I just got the warrant for it. It's going to be case number. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on one second.
Just give me the last name, please?
Lad.
Lad. All right, I'm still waiting on that paperwork, so we'll put you in the waiting room. And so you're calling to do the swear to on Lad?
Yes.
All right, as soon as I get that paperwork, I'll pull you back in. We'll take care of it.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thanks. Is this Detective Tellerico?
Yes, sir.
All right, calling and do the swear to on Alyssa Castro Ladd, correct?
That is correct.
All right, calling case number 26-22888, People of the State of Michigan versus Castro Ladd. Detective, you've identified yourself for the record. Do you solemnly swear affirm testimony you're about to give to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
Yes, I do.
Please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
Okay, on 7/4/2026, deputies responded to Strive in Independence Township in the county of Oakland for the report of a domestic assault. Upon arrival, deputies met with the complainant/victim, Matthew Ladd, who stated that he and his wife, Alyssa Ladd, were in the process of getting divorced. Matthew stated that he had not responded to Alyssa as she has been calling him throughout the evening. Matthew stated to Alyssa that they had both been sleeping in separate beds. Alyssa then came into the room and asked him why he did not respond to her. Matthew said, I don't have to. I was hanging out with my friends. Alyssa became angry. She punched Matthew, striking him in the ear. Matthew then got up out of bed, went outside, and called 911.
All right, the court finds alleged crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe it. If committed, there will not be any interim bonds. When I do arraign Castro Ladd tomorrow, do you think a personal bond would be appropriate?
I do. Because there's really no priors there. There's really no history there. I think that would be appropriate.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You as well.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good morning. Counsel, can you hear me?
Yes.
And then OCJ, can you hear me?
Yes,
Please state your name.
Elisa Maria Castro Ladd.
Okay, thank you. That information. Let's see. Calling case number 26-22888, People of the State of Michigan versus Castro Ladd. You've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record.
I am with her ex on this one. Once you break up with someone, you are no longer under any obligation to tell them what you're doing, who you're with, what your plans are for the evening. She has no right to have a tantrum over him hanging out with his friends and not telling her.
I would like to proceed.
Yes, Janet Spond appearing on behalf of Ms. Castro Ladd. We'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea.
All All right, we'll enter a not guilty plea for purposes of arraignment. I'll indicate to the defendant she is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. She's got the right to try the matter by a judge or jury. She's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against her. She's got the right to be represented by an attorney if she cannot afford one. The court appointment for her. Counsel, does Ms. Ladd wish to have a court-appointed attorney going forward? Does she qualify?
Yeah, she wishes to have a court-appointed attorney. She's working at a daycare. She's only making $20 an hour.
Great. We'll refer this for assignment of counsel. In terms of bond, my inclination is a personal bond with standard conditions. Do you have any additional comments with respect to bond?
The only thing I would ask for is they were able to contact her husband, Mr. Ladd, who said that she's not afraid, he's not afraid of her, and he's not opposed to having contact. She has no other place to go. So I would ask that you allow her to remain in the home and just make the bond to be no assaultive contact.
Okay, I appreciate the request, but I'm reluctant to do that. After I arraign Ms. Castro-Ladd today, the jurisdiction will be transferred over to the Clarkston District Court judge, and if they want the bond to be modified, they can go and speak to the judge tomorrow morning about that. But as for now, bond's going to be set at $5,000 personal with the following conditions: that Ms. Castro-Ladd not have any contact with Matthew William Richard Ladd, that she not return to 7042 Williams Drive in Clarkston, may return one time with police escort to retrieve any personal items. She must not harass or intimidate any witness. She must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission from court. Notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms, other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs. She'll be supervised by pretrial services, and she's not to commit any more offenses. You'll be notified of your next court date. You're all set, Ms. Castro-Ladd. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
I never saw bets.
Yeah, we're gonna do bets tomorrow, I guess.
Okay, I was like, yeah, I never got anything for bets and bets.
Yep, all bets are off today.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was the hearing prior to the Ladd hearing. I didn't mean to spoil it in the chat. That was one of my favorite jokes from this judge. I loved it. I loved it so much.
Hello, please state your name.
Justin Betts.
All right, looks like you've got two cases. Case 22-537, which is the people of the state of Michigan versus Justin Betts, and then case 21-1631, which is also the state of Michigan versus Justin Betts. You've identified yourself for the record. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Chance Bond appearing on behalf of Mr. Betts. We'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea.
I'll enter not guilty plea for purposes of arraignment on both files, either bench warrants. I'll set aside the bench warrants. Looks like Judge Costin has set warrants in each of these cases in the amount of 500 cash surety. My inclination is to just continue that, but I'll listen to your argument.
No further argument. He understands that, Your Honor. He just recently became employed at Dr. Pepper. Doesn't have a lot to post. He just wants to get these resolved.
All right, we'll set both bonds in the amount of 500 cash surety, so we'll continue those along with all previous conditions that were set by the court. And we'll and Mr. Betts wants a court-appointed attorney going forward. Is that correct? And he does qualify.
Correct.
All right, then we'll refer this for assignment of counsel. You're all set, Mr. Betts. You can push on the door. A deputy will be by to help. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All right, are you here to do the swear-tos on LeBlanc, Moore, and Meriwether Jr.?
Yes, sir.
All right, which one would you like to do first?
We can start with Mr. Moore.
All right, calling case number 26-22887, People State of Michigan versus Jawan Moore. Detective, please state your name for the record.
It's Detective Devin Bernritter with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, sir.
All right, do you solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to give us to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
I do.
Please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
Sir, on July 3rd of this year, Detective Sergeant McPherson, working the Pontiac substation, observed a 2015 red Ford Fusion westbound on Whittemore from Clifford. He ran the plate and found it to be having no insurance. He initiated a traffic stop at that location for that offense. And upon stopping, the back passenger door flung open and an individual later identified as Jawan Moore quickly exited and appeared to be attempting to flee on foot. Additional units who were assisting in the traffic stop pulled up and took Mr. Moore into custody for resisting and obstructing a police officer at that time. A subsequent search of his person found a clear plastic bag of a white powdery substance in his left front pocket. That substance was field tested on scene and found to be positive for the properties of cocaine. He was lodged in the Oakland County Jail as a result.
All right, the court finds, and it was less than 25 grams?
Yes, sir.
All right, the court finds that probable cause to believe the crime was committed and that it was committed by the defendant. What do you have to indicate, if anything, with respect to bond?
I'll leave that to your discretion, sir.
Does he have any pending warrants or holds out of any other jurisdictions that you're aware of?
Take a look. Does not appear that he has any current outstanding warrants on the lien sheet, but I do remember there being something in the report. So the last line of the report indicates that a lien check conducted by the deputies on scene found Mr. Moore to be a parole absconder and have an outstanding warrant for it. They just did not attach it to the report.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess in that event, we'll have to give him a relatively significant cash bond. All right. Thank you for that information. And would you rather do LeBlanc or Merriweather?
We can do Merriweather.
All right. Calling case number 26-22883, People State of Michigan versus Michael Darnell Merriweather Jr. You've identified yourself for the record and you've been sworn. Please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
Sir, on July 2nd of this year, deputies of the Oakland County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to 129 Cherry Hill in the city of Pontiac for a domestic violence report. The deputies made contact with the complainant, Caitlin Brunos, who stated that her ex-boyfriend, who she identified as Michael Merriweather, was at her residence at 129 Cherry Hill Drive in the city of Pontiac. And she reported that the two of them had an injunctive order that prevented their contact due to a previous domestic violence incident. Caitlin stated that Michael has a key to her residence and was inside upon her return home at approximately 19:30 hours on the 2nd. She stated they began arguing and Michael slapped her across the face 2 times. Caitlin states they began physically fighting and with her trying to defend herself. Caitlin states that Michael left the residence and went next door to 130 Cherry Hill Drive. Deputies made an effort to contact Michael at 130 Cherry Hill Drive and were originally told that he was not in the residence, but they saw him looking out the front window and then walking back to the bedroom area of the unit. He was given numerous opportunities to exit the residence. He refused to do so. The deputies then received permission to enter from the occupant, and they located him in the bathroom, taking him into custody for domestic assault.
Right, the court finds that this crime was committed as probable cause to believe that the defendant committed it. Do you have anything to indicate with respect to any bond that might be set?
I think that I would ask that the court take into consideration the violation of the injunctive order that was put in place. The protected person is Ms. Brunos. It was issued in April, on April 11th out of the 50th District Court with an expiration of October. And obviously his concern and consideration for the orders of the court in this previous case are at least lacking, and I would ask that you take that into consideration when establishing a bond for him today.
All right. All right, thank you very much. And last but not least, we've got case 26-22885, People State of Michigan versus Christopher Michael LeBlanc. Detective, if you identify yourself for the record and been sworn, please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
On July 2nd of this year at approximately 10:40 in the morning, deputies of the Oakland County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to 101 Mechanic in the city of Pontiac regarding a domestic assault complaint. When they arrived, actually on the en route, the deputies were advised that an individual identified by the caller as Christopher LeBlanc, wearing blue shirt and red shorts, was assaulting a female who was later identified as Sade Champagne. They made contact with Champagne on scene. She stated she'd been dating LeBlanc for 2 months. She was in the park with LeBlanc on that date and confronted him about giving another female a massage at their house. She stated that she pushed past Mr. LeBlanc to go confront the other female, and Champagne stated that while walking towards the apartments, LeBlanc began to push her repeatedly, pushing her so hard she fell to the ground 2 times.
Why don't you confront him about it? If he's putting his hands all over another female and you guys are dating, confront him. I mean, granted, I think the other woman has no business, putting herself in the middle of it, but maybe she didn't know. Maybe he was, selling her a bridge in Arizona,
causing her an injury to her left ankle when she fell. She stated once she was on the ground in the parking lot, he started to grab her and throw her around. And then as she got up again, he threw her to the ground. Deputies spoke with a third-party witness, Dawn Swanson, who stated she observed the incident as it occurred. She stated that at 101 Mechanic, LeBlanc repeatedly pushed Champagne to the ground. She stated every time Champagne would try to get up, LeBlanc would push her back to the ground. She stated that she observed the two between 2 vehicles, and she believes that she observed LeBlanc punch Champagne. Mr. LeBlanc was taken into custody on scene, and he was lodged in the Oakland County Jail.
Friends, those crime was committed. Probable cause to believe that the defendant committed it. Do you have anything to indicate with respect to any bond that might be set? Is he currently on parole for that friary offense he had some years ago?
He's not 29 months. So he was sentenced to 29 to 180 months for CSC 2, but that was back in 2003. He's on the sex offender registry, but I don't see that he is currently on parole.
All right. Thank you. My inclination is set some sort of nominal cash bond.
That seems reasonable, sir.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Appreciate it, sir. Have a good day.
See you. Good morning, Detective. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you calling in to do the swear to on Harrison?
Yes, sir.
All right. Please state your name for the record.
Detective Strang.
All right, Detective, do you solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to give us to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
I swear.
Please proceed with the facts established probable cause.
On July 4, 2026, officers responded to 540 Lake Village Avenue in the township of Waterford for a domestic assault. Caller Alexander Sabs advised that his girlfriend Alexandria Harrison was fighting. Upon officers' arrival, they spoke to Alexandria, who informed them that she has been dating Alexander for 4 years. Alexandria continued that she came home from a family gathering and that she consumed alcohol. Alexandria advised that she and Alexander got into a verbal argument regarding her intoxication level. Alexandria reported that she went into the bedroom and that Alexander was blocking her from leaving the room. According to Alexandria, Alexander pushed her and she pushed him back with 2 hands. Alexandria was given a PBT in blue of .204 at 17:57 hours. Officers observed Alexandria's knuckles to be red. Officers then spoke to Alexander, who confirmed the argument was over Alexandria's intoxication level. Alexander stated he followed Alexandria into the bedroom and he observed her place their child in common. Weston sat on the bed. Weston is 9 months old and the child in common. Alexander stated that Weston was falling off the bed and he attempted to walk over to prevent the fall. Alexander advised that while trying to prevent Weston's fall, he was pushed and punched in the back by Alexandria. Alexander stated he was pushed multiple times and placed Alexandria in a bear hug to prevent the assault. Alexandria struck Alexander multiple times while Alexander had her in the bear hug. Alexander had a scratch on his right hand, a scratch on his left forearm, and he had bruising on the inside of his right bicep. Alexandria was arrested for DV first and lodged at OCJ. The prosecutor's office issued 1 count of DV first against Alexandria.
Alleged crime was committed, probable cause to believe the defendant committed it. There will not be any interim bond. My inclination is to set a personal bond in this matter with standard conditions. Do you have any thoughts with respect to bond?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you for your time, sir.
All right, bye. Did you speak to Mr. Lane, counsel?
No, they said they're doing him tomorrow.
Okay, all right. That's good to know. Thanks. All right, please state your name, sir.
Jonathan Christopher Hacker.
All right. Calling case number 260411 FY, People State of Michigan versus Hacker. You've identified yourself, counsel. Please put your appearance on the record. How'd you like to proceed?
Janet Spat appearing on behalf of Jonathan Hacker. We'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to recall the warrant.
All right, we will recall the warrant. We'll enter plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise Mr. Hacker he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He's got the right to a preliminary examination in 21 days, where the prosecutor must establish that this crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe he committed it. He's got the right to try the matter by judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against him. He's got the right to be represented by an attorney if he cannot afford counsel. Court appointment for him. Counsel, does Mr. Hacker wish to have an attorney going forward, and does he appear to qualify?
Yes, he does.
All right. We'll refer this for assignment of counsel. You may address bond.
Yes, Your Honor. We understand that this needs to be a cash bond. Mr. Hacker indicates that he did time on this case before. He seems to think that it was completed, was unaware that there's a warrant. He lives with his mother and his 18-year-old daughter, is not currently employed, and just wants to resolve this matter, Your Honor.
Okay. On reviewing the file, it appears there's a outstanding bench warrant for child support. There's also a bit of a criminal history, so in order to ensure defendant's appearance and protect the public, I'll set bonding amount of $50,000, cash 30 or 10%, with the condition of Mr. Hacker not having any contact with Carlos Marrero, not return a to and own a drive in Pontiac, must not harass or intimidate any witness. He must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court. Notify the court in writing if they change your address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, no criminal offenses, and they'll be supervised by pretrial services. We must contact within 24 hours of his release. They'll be given their contact information. Next court date is a probable cause conference set for July 16th at 1:30 p.m. His exam set for July 23rd at 9 a.m. Both those at the Pontiac District Court. All right, you're all set, Mr. Hacker. If you push on the door, a deputy will be by to help. Hello, sir. Please state your name.
Joanne Moore.
All right, calling case number 26-22887. People of state of Michigan versus Joanne Moore. You've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How'd you like to proceed?
Janet Spat appearing on behalf of Mr. Moore. We'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea, and Mr. Moore requests a court-appointed attorney.
And then based on the information you provided, it looks like you qualify. So we'll refer this for assignment of counsel. I'll enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise Mr. Moore he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He's got the right to try the matter by judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent. The silence cannot be used against him. He's got the right to be represented by an attorney if he cannot afford one court appointment for him. He does have the right to a preliminary examination within 21 days where the prosecutor must establish this crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe he committed it. I do note that Mr. Moore is a parole absconder, so my inclination is to set a relatively high cash bond. But counsel, I'll listen to your argument with respect to that.
Yes, Your Honor, he's 25 years old. He does report being on parole. He's currently unemployed. We would ask the court to make the bond somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000, 10%.
Right, I appreciate the argument. Yeah, the court's got concern with there being a total absconder with his ability to voluntarily appear in court. So to ensure his appearance, court's going to set bond the amount of 25,000 cash surety. No 10% with the condition that Mr. Moore appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court. Notify the court in writing of any change of address or telephone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, none criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision. His next court date is going to be at the Pontiac District Court for a probable cause conference on July 16th at 1:30 p.m. His exam will be July 23rd at 9 p.m. 9 a.m. You are all set, Mr. Moore. If you push on the door, a deputy will be by to help. Good luck.
Okay, I got one question. Is it a 10% or no 10%?
No 10%.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck. Good morning, sir. Please state your name.
Yes, it's James William Gerton.
All right, thank you. Calling case number 260711FY, people of the state of Michigan versus Garton. You've identified yourself, counsel. Please put your appearance on the record. How'd you like to proceed?
Yes, Janet Spahn appearing on behalf of Mr. Garton. We'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to recall the warrant.
Not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise Mr. Garton he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He's got the right to a preliminary examination within 21 days where the prosecutor must establish that this crime was committed and probable cause to believe he committed it. He's got the right to try this matter by judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent that sounds cannot be used against him. He's got the right to be represented by an attorney if he cannot afford one. The court appoint one on his behalf. Counsel, does Mr. Garton wish to have a court-appointed attorney going forward? Does he qualify?
Yes, he does, Your Honor. He's just on SSI.
All right, we'll refer this for assignment of counsel. You may address bond. My inclination is to make some sort of nominal cash bond in that he was on bail on another matter at the time of this offense. I'll listen to your argument.
Okay, two things, Your Honor. He did not get a court date for this, so it was not an intentional failure to appear. He reports that he was just picked up, I think on Thursday, going to Kroger. They just stopped him and ran his name and had a warrant. And then he reports that the case pending in the 52-2, he said was dismissed at the end of last month. So I don't know if there is still a bond with that, but Your Honor, he's elderly with health issues. He's not a risk to the community. There was no intentional failure to appear. I would ask for a personal bond.
All right, I appreciate the argument. To ensure his appearance, I'm going to set bond the amount of 5,000 cash surety or 10%. With the condition that Mr. Garden appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms, other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs. He'll be supervised by pretrial services through whom he'll test once a week randomly for alcohol and drugs, not to commit any more criminal offenses. Next court date is a probable cause conference set for July 16th at 1:30 p.m. His exam set for July 23rd at 9 a.m. Both of those at the Pontiac District Court. You're all set, Mr. Garten. If you push on the door, a deputy will be by to help. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello,
Good morning. Please state your name.
good morning. Christopher LeBlanc.
All right, calling case number 26-22885, State of Michigan versus LeBlanc. If you identified yourself, counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How'd you like to proceed?
Yes, Janet Spahn appearing on behalf of Mr. LeBlanc.
Mr. LeBlanc, we just heard your swear to a minute ago from that nice officer.
We'd waive the reading, stand mute. Ask court to enter a not guilty plea and give Mr. LeBlanc a court-appointed attorney.
Great, I'll enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I'll indicate to Mr. LeBlanc he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He's got the right to try a matter by judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent. That sounds cannot be used against him. He has the right to be represented by an attorney if he cannot afford an attorney court appointment for him. However, due to the financial circumstances, court's inclined to do so in this matter. Counsel, you may address the bond. My inclination is to set some sort of nominal cash bond, but I'll listen to your argument.
Yes, Your Honor, he's 40 years old. He does think that he may have a child support warrant or owes child support. He does sides jobs. He's been living at Hope Shelter. He does get treatment for mental health, seizures and PTSD from a fire at Easter Seals. We would ask for a nominal cash bond.
All right, court will set bond amount of 5,000 cash surety or 10% to protect the public. Mr. LeBlanc must not have any direct or indirect contact with Charlotte Champagne. Must not return a 101 mechanic in Pontiac or the Hope Shelter. May return one time with police escort to retrieve any personal items. He must not harass or intimidate any witness. He must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing. Of any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs. He'll be supervised by pretrial services. He's not to commit any new offenses. He'll be notified of his next court date, which will be pretrial at the Pontiac District Court. All right, you're all set, Mr. Blanc. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help.
Okay. I just didn't get one question right. So is there a bond or is there
Yeah, it's 5,000, 10%.
And check with the Pontiac District Court for your next court date.
All right.
Or get your mail from the shelter.
Okay.
Okay.
Good morning. Please state your name.
Marcus McConnor.
All right, calling case number 260-695 SM State of Michigan versus McConnor. You've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
As Janet's been appearing on behalf of Mr. McConnor, we'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea, and grant Mr. McConnor a court-appointed attorney.
All right, does Mr. McConnor qualify for court-appointed counsel based on your conversation with him?
Yes, Your Honor. He's working for a painter, but he's not making that much money.
Okay. All right. I'll enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise the defendant that he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He's got the right to try the matter by judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against him. He's got the right to be represented by an attorney if he cannot afford counsel, court appointed for him. Not guilty pleas entered for purposes of arraignment. You may address bond. I've got some concerns in that there is a PPO. I think there is a pending DV with the same victim, but I'll listen to your argument with respect to bond.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. McConnor is 35 years old. He is employed with Goodman's Finishing Touch Painting and Lewis Painting LLC. He's been doing that for a while. He does have some prior cases. He's not currently on probation nor parole. Does not indicate any outstanding warrants or failures to appear. So I would ask for a nominal cash bond.
I appreciate the argument. It looks like it's showing that there's a pending PPO protecting the same person who's the victim in this case, which is of some concern to the court. So in order to protect the public, court's going to set bond amount of 15,000 cash surety or 10% with the condition not have any direct or indirect contact with Perry Studley. Must not harass or intimidate any witness. He must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing. Any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, new criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision. He must contact pretrial services within 24 hours of his release. He'll be given their contact information. You'll be notified of your next court date, Mr. McConnor, in Pontiac District Court. You're all set. Good luck.
All right. So you said 15,000?
15 to 10%.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Good luck. Mr. Merriweather is the person that had the pending case against the complainant. Hello, sir. You Mr. Michael Merriweather Jr.?
Yes.
All right, calling case number 26-22883. People of the state of Michigan versus Merriweather Jr. You've identified yourself. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Yes, Janice Bond appearing on behalf of Mr. Merriweather. We'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea and grant him a court-appointed attorney.
All right, based on your conversation with the defendant, does he qualify for court-appointed attorney services?
Yes, he's currently unemployed.
All right, I'll enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise Mr. Merriweather he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Got the right to try the matter by a judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against him. He has the right to be represented by an attorney if he cannot afford one. The court appointment for him. The court intends to do so in this matter. Counsel, you may address bond.
Yes, Your Honor, he's 22 years old. Formerly worked at Amazon. He lives on Normandy in Detroit with his sister. He does have a child, age 4 months, who he's actively cares for and sees. It does look like he's currently on probation for domestic violence out of this court.
I'm not on probation. I'm not on probation.
Or out on bond for domestic violence out of this court. I apologize. I would ask for a nominal cash bond, Your Honor.
All right. Yeah, the court does note that there is a pending domestic with the same victim. So in order to protect the public and ensure defendant's appearance, the court's going to set bond amount of 10,000 cash surety or 10% with the condition that Mr. Merriweather Jr. not have any contact with Caitlin Brunius, not return to 129 Cherry Hill Drive in Pontiac.
So wait, you said
must not harass or intimidate any witness. He must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court. Notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, no new criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision.
Can I ask a question?
I'm sorry, what's that, sir?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, that's between you and your attorney. You can ask her a question, but everything's on YouTube. You want me to put you back in a breakout room so you can ask her a question in private?
Yeah.
All right, Jan, I'm going to put you and Mr. Merriweather in a breakout room. And then, Mr. Merriweather, when you're done speaking to your attorney, then you can leave.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
All right, great. All right, you ready to swear to on Porter?
Yes, sir.
All right, calling case number 26-22889, people of the state of Michigan versus Porter. Detective, please state your name for the record.
Sergeant Aaron Edgar, Novi Police Department.
All right, Sergeant, do you solemnly swear affirm testimony you're about to give us to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
Yes, sir.
Please proceed with the facts to establish probable cause.
On July 4th, 2026, at approximately 10:19 p.m., Novi police officers Ambrose and Gila were dispatched to the area of 12 Mile Road and Taft Road in the city of Novi for a road hazard. The complainant said there was a dark-colored Ram pickup truck parked on the side of the road and was partially blocking the roadway. They arrived on scene, located the vehicle, made contact with the driver, who was identified as Javon Porter. He was found shirtless in the driver's seat, sweating profusely. His pants were on backwards. He did not have his shoes on. They had him step out of the vehicle. He appeared lethargic, eyes glossy and droopy, unable to speak coherently. They conducted standardized field sobriety tests on him, which he performed poorly on those tasks, and was ultimately arrested for operating under the influence of drugs. He was taken into custody by Officer Ambrose. Officer Gilo then conducted an inventory search of the vehicle that he was driving. On the front passenger side of the vehicle, he moved some clothing off a pile of items on the floorboard and observed a handgun, and it appeared to be a Glock 19. And Mr. Porter does not have a concealed pistol, does not have a license to carry a concealed pistol.
Great. The court finds the alleged crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe the defendant committed it. There will not be any interim bond. All right, thank you very much. So the next case we have is Jawan Wilson. If you could bring Mr. Wilson in, I'll put this camera in the breakout room with the attorney. They can have a private conversation, and then we'll get Mr. Wilson arraigned.
Okay, sir. Yeah, he's in the room right now for you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. All right, Janet, they're going to be bringing Mr. Wilson in momentarily.
Okay.
Looks like I need to go in another Novi room.
Yeah. They have the private room and then they have the arraignment room.
All right, we'll put you in the luxury suite. Let me disconnect this one. I'm sure you'll find these accommodations more inviting.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, just a second, sir. I'll get you in a breakout room.
So they should be putting him back on the other camera.
All right, great. All right. All right. Calling case number 25-4332, State of Michigan versus Jawan Wilson. Sir, you're Mr. Wilson, correct?
Yes.
All right. You've identified yourself for the record. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How would you like to proceed?
It's Janet Spahn appearing on behalf of Mr. Wilson. Your Honor, we'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to recall the warrant, and he is requesting a court-appointed attorney.
Right. Based on your conversation with him, does he qualify for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, he's working part-time.
All right. I will will authorize this for assignment of counsel. Mr. Wilson, you're presumed, I'll enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. You're presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to take preliminary examination within 21 days. Or the prosecutor must establish that this crime was committed. There's probable cause to believe you committed it. You've got the right to try the matter by a judge or jury. You've got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against you. And you have the right to be represented by an attorney if you cannot afford counsel, court appointment for you. Detective, do you have anything to indicate with respect to bond? My inclination is some sort of low to moderate cash bond.
I'll leave it to your discretion, sir.
Okay, thank you. Counsel, you may address bond.
Yes, Your Honor. First of all, he reports an updated address. I don't know if you have that. Of 2936 East.
I've got that. Yep, I've got that. Does the phone number end in 3220?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I've got that.
All right, Your Honor, he's 26 years old. He does work in construction part-time. This past week, it was about 7 hours a day, so it's fairly substantial, but not full-time. He lives at the Lafayette address with his aunt. He's not a flight risk. He has 2 children that he supports and spends significant time with. They're ages 7 and 2. And he said he was aware of the warrant, Your Honor, but Novi was quite a distance for him to be able to travel. So he was planning to turn himself in, but unfortunately he got picked up. I don't think he's a flight risk or a danger to the community, Your Honor. I would ask if you could do something maybe in the neighborhood of 1,000, 10%.
All right, I appreciate the argument. I do note that there are several bench warrants out of the 36th District Court for Ms. Wilson that does not appear to be too far from where he resides. So in order to ensure his appearance, we'll set bond the amount of 10,000 cash surety or 10% with the condition that Mr. Wilson not return to the suburban collection show place, that he not harass or intimidate any witness, that he appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing that he change your address or phone number, not possess firearms or other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, no new criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision. Next court date is a probable cause conference set for July 13th at 9 a.m. with an exam set for July 20th at 9 a.m. Both of those have to Novi District Court with Judge Bondi. All right, you're all set, Mr. Wilson. Good luck to you. Thank you, Novi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna dial back in the jail. We've got 3 people there, and I think Mr. Betts has another outstanding bench warrant that we didn't know about. So
Okay,
if they haven't brought you that paperwork, you'll be getting it in just a few minutes.
okay.
Oh no, we get Mr. Betts again.
I'm gonna take a 5-minute break or a couple
All right,
minutes.
very well.
All righty, Your Honor, we're ready. We got Mr. Roberts up first.
Okay, thank you. All right, calling case number 23-318, people of the state of Michigan versus Solomon Roberts. Sir, are you Mr. Roberts?
Yes, sir. I'm Mr. Roberts.
All right, you're here on a bench warrant. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How'd you like to proceed?
Yes, Janet's Bond appearing on behalf of Mr. Roberts. We waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to recall the warrant.
Does Mr. Roberts want a court-appointed attorney going forward?
That's a fancy outfit compared to all the rest. The orange and white stripes. He looks so dapper.
Yes, he
Does he
does, Your
qualify?
Honor.
All right, so I'll enter not guilty plea for purposes of arraignment on the bench warrant. We'll refer this matter for assignment of counsel. Looks like judge set a bond amount of $250. My inclination is to continue that with all other conditions, but I'll listen to your argument.
Yes, Your Honor, to my understanding, and looking at the documentation, this was an issue of submitting to fingerprints. Mr. Roberts indicates he didn't do them, but he thinks he may have done them at the wrong place. Because somehow the court didn't get them. He did serve time. I'm not sure if there's any fines and costs that are owing, but he thought this was done with. He cannot post that bond at the moment. I would ask the court to just grant him a personal bond and let him go take care of this matter. He is working, he has his own landscaping company and works at Home Depot on the weekends. And was just arrested on a traffic stop. He was not the driver, no other violations. He's not committing any crimes. And he will handle this on his own.
All right, I appreciate the argument. It appears he had the opportunity to handle on his own previously and did not. So I think the bond continued is extremely reasonable. So I'll continue that by Judge Karniak, $250 with all other conditions to continue. You'll be notified your next court date. You're all set, Mr. Roberts. Good luck to you. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help.
Okay, so $250, Mr. Roberts.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Okay.
Don't miss that court date.
I'm on it. I'm taking care of it as soon as I get out. It's crazy, bro. Like, wrong side of history. That's from 3 years ago, bro. I can't get no personal bond 3 years, bro. I ain't committed a crime in 3 years, bro. I'm out here changing my life around. Got my own business going. Like, where's the empathy at?
Well, it's what the judge said, so.
That's so old. Karniak, that's my dog. She respect me, I respect her. Like,
I understand. If you can step out, Mr. Roberts, and ask the next person to come in. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they said they want the next person.
I'm not sure what the orange and white striped outfit means, but I don't think it's good.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a special unit, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Good morning. Please state your name.
Oh, special. You don't say.
Alexandria Harrison. Good morning.
All right, ma'am. Calling case number 26-22890, State of Michigan versus Harrison. You've identified yourself for the record. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. I'd like to proceed.
Janet Spahn appearing on behalf of Ms. Harrison. We'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea and grant Ms. Harrison a court-appointed attorney.
All right, does she qualify for court-appointed attorney services?
Yes, she's working part-time.
All right, I'll enter not guilty plea for purposes of arraignment. I'll advise Ms. Harrison she's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. She's got the right to try this matter by judge or jury. She's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against her. And she's got the right to be represented by an attorney if she cannot afford one. The court appointment for her, and the court's going to refer this for assignment of counsel. With respect to bond, I have reviewed the paperwork. My inclination is to offer a personal bond with standard conditions. I'll listen to your argument.
I would agree with the personal bond, Your Honor. She's 31, employed part-time. She has 3 children. 2 of them are joint with the alleged victim. He has no issue with contact with her. However, she can go and stay with her mother temporarily, and no priors, Your Honor.
All right, I'll set the bond at $5,000 personal with the condition that Ms. Harrison not have any contact with Alexander Saad, not return to 540 Lake Village Avenue in Waterford, may return one time with a police escort to retrieve her personal items. She must not harass or intimidate any witness. She must appear for any court proceedings. She must not leave the state without permission of the court. She must immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address or telephone number, not possess firearms, other dangerous weapons, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, no criminal offenses, and pretrial services supervision. She's got to contact pretrial services within 24 hours of her release. She'll be given their contact information. You'll be notified your next court date. You're all set, Ms. Harrison. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help. Good luck.
Thank you. They're all done. I didn't want to just like come out if you were ready for it.
Hello, sir. Are you Mr. Foster Jr.?
Yes, I am, sir. How you doing?
On 3 cases. They're all City of Auburn Hills versus Foster Jr. The case numbers are 21-72, 24-6132, and 1054. Counsel, please put your appearances on the record. How would you like to proceed?
Yes, Janet Spahn appearing on behalf of Mr. Foster Jr. We'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to recall the warrants, and grant Mr. Foster a court-appointed attorney.
All right, based on your conversation with Mr. Foster, does he qualify for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, he works part-time doing Instacart deliveries.
Okay, all right, we will, I'll enter a plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment on all 3 files. On all 3 files, we'll refer these matters for court-appointed attorney services. On all 3 files, he's presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He's got the right to try these matters by judge or jury. He's got the right to remain silent. That silence cannot be used against him. He has the right to be represented by attorneys. If he cannot afford them, the court would appoint an attorney for him. With respect to bond, the court notes Mr. Foster has numerous bench warrants out for him. You may address bond counsel.
Yes, he's aware, Your Honor. He has multiple traffic tickets pending, and he's aware of what the bonds are on each case. He does live at the Village Green address, does work for Instacart. He just wants to get these matters taken care of. And I believe he had another warrant out of 50th for a traffic offense also. Pretrial services recommending release because these are traffic tickets. He doesn't have a substantial criminal record, just traffic. That's it, Your Honor.
In order to ensure defendant's appearance on the case ending in 7-2, bond will be $5,000, 10%. On the cases ending 6-132 and 1054, bonds will be $7,500, cash surety 10% in all 3 cases. He must appear for any court proceeding, not leave the state without permission of the court, notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number, refrain from using any alcohol, marijuana, or legal drugs, no criminal offenses, and he'll be supervised by the Rochester Hills District Court's bond compliance program. You'll be notified of your next court date. Mr. Foster, you're all set. If you push on the door, deputy will be by to help. Good morning, sir. This is case 20-3212. Are you Mr. Justin Betts?
I am.
All righty. Looks like we had a bench warrant that we missed when we took care of your business earlier. Is indicates as 203212 State of Michigan versus Betts. You've identified yourself for the record. Counsel, please put your appearance on the record. How'd you like to proceed?
It's been appearing on behalf of Mr. Betts again. We'd ask the court to recall the warrant, enter a not guilty plea, and grant him a court-appointed attorney. He is aware that there's a $500 cash surety bond set by the court.
All right, I'll enter plea not guilty for purposes of arraignment. Based on our previous discussions, we'll refer this matter for assignment of counsel. And then my inclination is to continue the bond of $500 without previous conditions continuing. Do you have anything additional you'd like to add, counsel?
Nothing additional, Your Honor.
All right, so it'll be 500 cash surety, no 10% to ensure your appearance without previous conditions to continuing. You're all set, Mr. Betts. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good
All
luck.
right, good luck. All right, thank you, Janet. We'll let you know if anything else comes down the road.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks.
What a good place to end it on, huh? Oh, I know. Yeah, same. Pretty much same. I was thinking about that just as Charlie said it. Like, almost all of the crazy, and I do mean that in the most literal sense, crazy inmates, they're DoorDash or Instacart drivers or Uber. Like, it makes me terrified. That was 3 hours. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. I can't believe y'all stuck with me that long. It was 3 hours. That was a lot. That was a lot. I like when they're hopscotched together like that. When you get the swear to followed by the arraignment, like right away. I really like when they're put together like that. It just takes a lot. But in these hearings, the swear tos are where the information is at. That's where you get the whole story. Otherwise, it's just, oh yeah, your bond's set. This is your bond. Goodbye. In 5 hours, Jerry? 4.5-ish. It's around 7 to 7:30-ish. It depends. I don't know if tomorrow is going to be busier than usual because of the 4th of July holiday. Well, I'm sure that there's going to be way more arraignments than usual. That I'm sure of. But I don't know if Mondays. There's one judge that does sentencings on Mondays. And then, let's see, Wednesdays and Fridays are the landlord-tenant dockets. So I don't got to worry about those. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah, they were closed Friday, Jerry, but there were still arraignment courts all through the weekend. Texas had arraignment courts all through the weekend. Michigan had them. So, that's going to cut down significantly on the load. What we didn't have were all of the hearings. Yeah. Maricopa had them. I didn't know that. You need to be, Charlie. Don't consider it self-imposed. Consider it I told you to. Because then maybe you'll listen. Who am I kidding? Thank you guys so much. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.